One day in history, someone asked God, give me a home where the buffalo roam, and thus God made McAlester. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this fine afternoon at Mike Deek Field in beautiful McAlester, Oklahoma. All the rain has gone away, and we have baby blue skies above us with just a few high clouds up in those blue skies as it's time for district baseball once again. Your McAlester Buffaloes taking on the Glenpool Warriors here on this Tuesday afternoon on KNED 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, online at McAllisterRadio.com, and on the KNED app as well. Video streaming on our YouTube page. Go to McAllister Radio, type that into the search bar. You'll be able to find our channel over on YouTube. So, again, this is Brandon Green, your voice of the Buffaloes, bringing you McAlester baseball. The McAlester Buffaloes finished their tournament over in Verdigris/Hilldale/Fort Gibson. It's called the Shootout at the Fort. McAlester finished 1-2 in that tournament, and they will be trying to, once again, end that two-game losing streak, but also stay perfect in District 5A3. Right now, this is what the standings look like. Again, these are the most important games of the season. They dictate where you're going to end up going to when it comes to the playoffs and the regional tournament, which then dictates where you go to the in the state tournament. So in 5A3, it looks like this. Shawnee so far is at the top, 8-6, a perfect 7-0 record in district play. Bishop Kelly is 11-5 and 6-0 in district play. Sepulpa 11-7 and 6-0 in district play. McAlester 10-9 and 6-0 in district play. Will Rogers 1-9, 0-4 in district play. Glenpool 5-13, 0-5 in district play. Midwest City 5-9, 0-6 in district play, and Durant 2-18, 0-8 in district play. Looking at your McAlester Buffaloes again, they so far in districts have beaten Midwest City 3-2 and 13-5 for the sweep. Beat Will Rogers 16-0 and 18-1 for the sweep, and beat Durant recently 10-0 and 8-4 for the sweep. That was last week. For the Glenpool Warriors, don't let their 5-13 record surprise you, or not really surprise you, fool you is what I'm trying to say. They're 0-5 in district play, but they have played some really close games against some of the top teams in 5A3, including Shawnee. They only lost to the Wolves 1-0, and they lost to Bishop Kelly 13-1, but also 5-3. And for Sepulpa, they lost 10-1, but also 4-2. Glenpool is a sneakily good team. They have beaten teams that McAlester has lost to this year, and the Buffaloes need to make sure that they come to play here today, as they're going to be taking on a really tough team in 5A3, despite what their record shows. Again, they were 3-13 just a few games ago, and they have gone on a little bit of a winning streak to get to where they're at right now. Let's see if the Buffaloes, as they are kneeling in front of the Hughes Fieldhouse for their pregame prayer right now. We're about to have the starting lineups announced over the PA system, so let's just go ahead and announce them now. Starting with the visiting team, the Glenpool Warriors, as we're starting off district play against the Warriors here with the opener at Mike Deek Field. The next game will be tomorrow at 4 o'clock in Glenpool. So the Warriors look like this. Leading it off, the pitcher, number 12, Tommy Dunn. Dunn on the mound. Batting second, the first baseman, number 18, Bo Gilbert. Gilbert at first. Batting third, the catcher, number 16, Braden Nelson. Nelson behind the plate. Batting cleanup, the shortstop, number 34, Jake Robertson. Robertson at short. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 10, Braden Cook. Cook at second base. Batting sixth, the DH, number 14, Matt Winters. Winters, the DH for the center fielder, number 19, Kellen Dean. Dean in center. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 7, Easton Coleman. Coleman in right. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 3, Bo Hales. Hales in left field. And batting ninth and rounding out the starting nine for the Warriors, the third baseman, number 2, Caden O'Brien. O'Brien at the hot corner. Again, the Warriors led by head coach Greg Harmon. They're wearing their blue jerseys with the white numerals on the front and back, and looks like gray pants with blue piping down the sides, and their blue hats with the G logo on the front. For your McAlester Buffaloes, starting nine looks like this. Leading it off, the center fielder at number 3, Leighton Bass. Bass in center. Batting second, the shortstop, number 1, Gage Dollins. Dollins at short. Batting third, the catcher, number 7, Ethan Gillespie. Gillespie behind the plate. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, number 24, Gage Mullins. Mullins at first. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 5, Caden Lesnow. Lesnow at second. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 4, Zach Freestad. Freestad in right. Batting seventh and on the mound today for your Buffaloes, number 8, Trent Boatwright. Boatwright on the mound. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 15, Seth Sam. Sam at the hot corner. And batting ninth, the DH, number 14, Braden Phillips. Phillips, the DH for the left fielder, number 11, Cale Prather. Prather in left. Buffaloes 10-9 on the year, led by head coach Justin Mullins. They're wearing their pinstripe unis today on the front and, or rather on the jerseys and also on the pants with the black numerals and also their black hats here today. Let's send it down to the field of Mike Deek Field in beautiful McAlester, Oklahoma for the playing of our national anthem. Well, it's about to play here pretty soon. Again, they had to move the American flag from the middle pole over to the right because I believe that we had a snap in the middle. All right, here we go.
Sorry, we committed an error up here.
Someone said, wrong song, but I like it.
We tried, it disappeared, play ball.
So I wonder if we were going to have a Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses replace the national anthem there, but turns out we won't. So, again, we missed the national anthem here for this one, but again, it was ready to go, and that's all right, as we're about to have baseball time here in the Heartland. As let's look at the defensive alignment today for the black and gold. Starting with the first baseman and moving around the infield, Gage Mullins at first, Caden Lusnow at second, Gage Dollins at short, Seth Sam at third. In the outfield left to right, Cale Prather in left, Leighton Bass in center, and Zach Freestad in right. The battery for today behind the plate is Ethan Gillespie, the junior catcher, and on the mound, your senior pitcher, Trent Boatwright, who has a 1-2 record so far this year, 21 innings pitched, 1.67 ERA unofficial, 32 strikeouts to 4 walks, and .209 batting average against him collectively when he's facing opponents here. So again, all of the rain clouds have gone away after all the rain that we got yesterday. Near 2 inches of rain here in McAlester, but that is just the beauty of having a turf field. Is now we have 81 degrees, sunny skies. We had some ball being played all throughout the day today over at Mike Deek Field. Some elementary school kids and also some junior high teams that were playing as well over here at Mike Deek Field. And now it's time for varsity action. Again, this will be one of 2 games here tonight. Varsity's playing, and then it'll be JV after that. So if you want to make your way on out to Mike Deek Field, we strongly encourage you to do so. Again, a big district matchup with the Glenpool Warriors. We're about to have first pitch. That is brought to you by Big V Feed Center in McAlester. They're always your best bet for your feeding program for all of your animals. Springtime is baby chick and gardening time. See us for your poultry and gardening needs. As we have the throw down over to second. Looks like Boatwright is going to be facing here in the top of the first. Starting off the pitcher number 12, Tommy Dunn. Dunn will be a lefty here for the blue and gray. He'll dig into the box. Seth Sam over at third will come in on the infield turf. Boatwright is ready. Dunn is ready. Here's the windup, and the first pitch of the afternoon is a grounder to the second baseman, Lusnow. Fields it cleanly, throws over to first in time for out number 1, and it is baseball time here in the Heartland. And that is what you call being efficient. 1 pitch, 1 out to start off the ball game here today. 1 of 2 that will play against the Warriors again tomorrow at 4 o'clock. The makeup game from yesterday that we missed. That'll be in Glenpool at 4 o'clock. That one is just a varsity matchup. First pitch to the righty, Bo Gilbert, will be fouled straight back after a big cut from the first baseman wearing number 18 on his back. Again, he's also got 18 on the front. It's over there in that little part of the jersey on the front side of it as the 0-1 fills the zone for strike 2. And Boatwright's got him ahead in the count 0-2 right here with 1 down and nobody on. Again, that little 18 that Gilbert's wearing, just the bottom left side of the jersey on the front side. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the windup from Boatwright and the delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Sit him down, throw it around, 2 down here in the top of the first inning. And what a start for the Ocho, Trent Boatwright. 2 down with nobody on brings up the catcher, number 16, Braden Nelson. Nelson in the 2 games against the Buffaloes last year went 0 for 2 collectively. Here's the first pitch to the righty. He'll foul this one straight back just like Gilbert did in his first pitch. And once again, Boatwright is ahead in the count 0-1. So Boatwright has thrown 5 pitches. He's thrown 5 strikes so far. Hopefully I didn't jinx him. Here comes the 0-1. This will be a pop-up, shallow center field. Looks like Bass will fight the sun, make the catch, and that'll be out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down. Excellent start for Boatwright. Throws 6 pitches, all of them strikes. As we get to the bottom of the first inning, no score here on KNED.
No sunflower seed, please.
A penny doesn't get you much these days, but at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, your penny goes a long way. Because right now at Patriot, you can get into any vehicle on the lot for just 1 penny down. Let me do that again. 1 penny down. And yes, that includes the 1-ton pickups. Not only that, but if you mention this ad, you'll get $2,500 cash. Only at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. It's no secret that new vehicles are hard to come by, and some dealers are charging thousands over MSRP. So you are paying extra just to do business with them. Well, that just doesn't sound right to me. So to take care of our customers, we haven't raised our prices, period. And with over 200 vehicles to choose from, we are bound to have what you are looking for, or we'll order it for you at no extra cost. So come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Excellent start defensively for your McAlester Buffaloes as they threw 6 pitches, all of them strikes, 3 outs, a strikeout, ground out, and a fly out to center. Brings up the bottom of the first inning and the top of the order for the McAlester Buffaloes, Leighton Bass, Gage Dollins, and Ethan Gillespie. So on the mound today for the Warriors is number 12, Tommy Dunn. Dunn is a lefty, and he'll be facing the lefty Leighton Bass to get us started off here. Bass last year against Glenpool, in which McAlester won those games both in 5 innings, 10-0 and 11-0. Bass went 4 for 6 with 3 RBIs. McAlester trying to duplicate last year's success against the Warriors here in 2022. First pitch to Bass will miss upstairs for ball 1. Again, the southpaw Dunn will use his windup, and the 1-0 will miss low outside for ball 2. And I believe I remember Dunn pitching against the Buffaloes last year, but I'll see if I'm right. The 2-0 is going to be Bass showing bunt, pulls back, strike call to Bass. That'll move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the windup and the 2-1. This one will catch the knees, and that'll be strike 2. So count evens up here on Leighton Bass, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Done with the windup and the delivery. Goes with the curveball and fouling it off. Just staying alive as Bass let go of the bat. Kind of just threw his bat at it to make sure he stayed alive in the count, and that will keep it to 2-2. As Dunn toes the rubber once more, and the 2-2 pitch. This will be a line drive into the outfield for a base knock. Once again, Leighton Bass continues to just hit the cover off the ball. He's leading the team in batting average. That has now gone up from what it was, 444 coming into today's game, 605 on base percentage. And once again, he just knows how to bat with 2 strikes on him. He's hard to strike out, and he has been an excellent leadoff base runner for the Buffaloes with plenty of speed over at first right now for McAlester. As Gage Dollins comes up, switch hitter batting right. Again, you got to be careful with the lefty up on the mound when you're trying to take off for second, as the first pitch to Dollins misses outside for ball 1. If you're going on first movement, you really need to make sure you get a great jump, because he can still lift up that front leg and throw it over to first. So Dunn will come set, count 1-0. Bass will stay where he's at because Dollins got hit. So now Bass will decide to go over to second base, and that'll put runners at first and second with nobody out. So this is where McAlester kind of struggled against OCS back on Saturday, and let's see if they can cash in here today. McAlester started off the day with a hit with a runner in scoring position, and then for the rest of the day went 0 for 13. So they were 1 for 14 total with runners in scoring position against OCS back on Saturday in a game in which they lost 6-4. Ethan Gillespie has a big chance to put McAlester up early here, and he'll watch the first pitch, catch the letters for a high strike call, count 0-1 with runners at first and second and nobody out. Gillespie on the year, batting .396, just south of 400, with 24 RBIs that leads the team. The 0-1 takes a big cut and fouls it straight back, and that'll move the count to 0-2 here on the righty Ethan Gillespie. And yes, Dunn did pitch against the Buffaloes last year, but he went in 2/3. He allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them were earned, and he struck out 1 McAlester batter. Looking to turn around that performance here for the Warriors. As here comes the 0-2 from Dunn, and this one will be low, and taking off for third will be Bass, and he will take it. Dahl's following in stride right behind him over into second base, and that puts runners at second and third with nobody out, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes for Ethan Gillespie. Gillespie has hit 2 home runs also this year, both of them here at Mike Deek Field, and batting .538 with runners in scoring. The 1-2. Tries to hit the upper part of the zone to get on the off-speed stuff from the lefty Dunn, and that will run our count to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dunn comes set once more. Deep breath, the 2-2. This will be a line drive. Will it stay fair? No. It slices over towards the bullpen, and now we'll keep it at 2-2. Once again, Gillespie fighting off some pitches just like Bass was before he drove one into the outfield. The wind is blowing out today towards left field, benefiting that right-handed batter. Again, nothing like it was last week where it just kept on howling over towards left field. Today it's only about 10 miles per hour, some gusts a little bit higher. The 2-2 hits Gillespie. So now we have the bases loaded with nobody out for Gage Mullins after back-to-back hit-by pitches. So a runner at every base for the black and gold. This bases loaded alert brought to you by Jet Tire Service and friendly Old Town McAlester. They believe that while the Buffs are driving in runs, you should drive into Jet Tire Service for your tire needs. Buffaloes with an excellent chance here to get on the board. Again, I was mentioning against OCS where the Buffaloes struggle with runners in scoring. Well, they went 0 for 5 with 3 RBIs with the bases loaded against OCS. They had a RBI ground out, and they walked with the bases loaded twice. So they can turn all that around here with an excellent district showing against the Warriors here in the top of the first inning with nobody out. First pitch to Mullins. Won't fill the zone on the off-speed. Misses. Ball 1. Gage Mullins having a heck of a season. .415 batting average, 22 RBIs, and last week was one of the best weeks that he's had in his varsity time here at McAlester. The 1-0. We popped up and out of play, and that will move the count to even at 1-1. I mean, just look at this week that Gage Mullins had. He went 500 last week, 8 for 16 with 10 RBIs, and he's hit safely in 16 of 19 games. He's had RBIs in 9 of the last 11 games that he's played in the tournament over there in Fort Gibson. As I'll continue the thought after this one, the 1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. In the tournament last week, Mullins went 4 for 7 with 3 RBIs and 3 extra base hits. But right now he's behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Big opportunity here early for the Buffaloes. Bottom of the first, the 1-2. This one misses the zone again. A little up, a little bit outside. Count moves to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Corner infielders here for the Warriors play in on the infield turf. That little bit of separation that separates the green turf from the red. Red signifying what would be the infield dirt. The 2-2 will miss inside with the fastball, and that puts our count at full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Could be looking at a big strikeout here for Dunn. A walk to score a run or a big hit by Mullins. 3-2. Dunn, the pitch. Will miss down low, and that'll be ball 4. 3 consecutive free passes given up to your McAlester Buffaloes, and they take an early 1-0 lead here in district play against the Glenpool Warriors. Bottom of the first inning, and that'll bring up Caden Less now. And we're going to be having a little bit of a mound visit here as a coach for the Warriors goes off and speaks with Mr. Dunn up on the mound. Buffaloes leading 1-0, bottom of the first inning. This game brought to you by First Realty, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of McAlester, Freedom Ford, Best Western American, B&B Outdoor Innovations LLC, Vickers Furniture, OK Tire and Auto, the Bank & A, Fenton Nissan, HL Sports Shop, First Family Federal Credit Union, and Whitetail Properties, Sean Wilkerson, agent. We thank you all for putting us on the air today and all season long. All these tournaments that we do, it's because of them. So make sure that you go support our local businesses here in McAlester that support McAlester Athletics and their coverage here on McAlester Radio. And if you're wanting to get in on the action, whether it be baseball, football, basketball, or just wanting to get on the radio in general at one of our 4 awesome stations, you can go ahead and call us up, 918-426-1050. Just say you want to get involved with the sales department, and we will get you hooked up. So the Buffaloes are leading 1-0, bottom of the first inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. Caden Less now coming up to the plate. Caleb Saboni checking in, saying listening to baseball on the radio of you commentating brings back too many basketball memories from this year. What a run. You do an awesome job. Well, Caleb, thank you for tuning in. The teams make it easy for me. As done, the lefty delivers to the righty Less now. This one will miss down low for ball 1. And by the way, if you're listening or watching, let us know where you're listening or watching from by going to Twitter at Buff Sports Radio and sending us a message or just commenting under my last post, and we'll be able to give you a shout-out saying that you're supporting McAlester Athletics. The next pitch will be a pop-up in the infield. Infield fly rule is in effect. Doesn't matter if someone catches it or not, but it will be caught by the second baseman, Cook, who lost his hat over where he was originally standing. And that'll be out number 1 on the fly-out. So now all of a sudden it looks like the Warriors are possibly one pitch from getting out of what is an early major jam that they have. Bases loaded, still 1 down, and Zach Freestad comes up to the plate. Freestad had a great week last week as well. Batted .411, 7 for 17. First pitch to him. Going to be a grounder left side, and it'll get into the outfield. One run's going to score. They're going to try to way home Gillespie. Over from left field, Hayes throws towards the plate, and it is not in time. Gillespie scores, and the runners will advance on the throw to second and third, and the Buffaloes lead 3-0 on the 2 RBI single by Zach Freestad. First pitch swinging for the kid. And that is exactly what McAlester was needing. That's what they've been needing, and Freestad delivers. So that puts runners at second and third with 1 down in the bottom of the first inning. 3-0 score. Buffaloes currently leading, and Trent Boatwright trying to help out his own cause here. Corner infielders will once again come in on the green turf as Boatwright digs into the box. Righty on lefty again. Here's the pitch to Boatwright. Shows bunt. Nope, he pulls back. Never really laid it down. He was kind of preparing his load for a bunt to see if it was going to go in the zone. He watched it fall in there for strike 1. So now the third baseman, O'Brien, comes a little bit further in on the infield turf. Same way for the first baseman, Gilbert. Again, we didn't look at the defensive alignment for the Warriors. We'll do so here in just a moment. Next pitch is a swing that Boatwright really didn't want to take. That'll be strike 2 on a pitch low and outside. Around the diamond, Gilbert first, Cook at second, Robertson at short, O'Brien at third. Hales in left field, Dean in center, Coleman in right in the battery today, Nelson behind the plate, and Dunn on the mound. The 0-2 will be a fastball missing inside. And that'll move our count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. McAlester with an early 3-0 lead on 2 base knocks so far. And the 1-2. This will be a fastball missing outside. Nelson liked the spot, but it was a little bit outside. That's what the home plate umpire signifies right there. Looking over towards the coaches for the Warriors over here along the first base side. Count moves to even at 2-2. And the pitch. This will be a pop-up right field. Looks like it's going to get well out of play, and it lands foul. Again, you can't really give up on it. Again, the wind's, like I said, not blowing like it was last week, but it's still blowing hard enough to where it might take a ball that looks like it's going to land foul pretty easily by about a good 5 feet. It could bring it back in to ride one of the lines, especially that right field line, and go down as what could be, that would have been a double there for Boatwright if that would have landed fair. So he's staying alive, the count 2-2. Dunn takes a breath, and the delivery. It will be a foul ball back into the glove of the catcher Nelson for strike 3. That brings up the third baseman, number 15, Seth Sam. And Sam's got runners at second and third with 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Buffalo's leading 3-0. Once again, corner infielders, instead of playing a little bit back with 2 down, they're still deciding to play in on the green turf. Here's the first pitch. Missing up and outside for ball 1. Now the third baseman, O'Brien, kind of steps back a little bit more, but first baseman just protecting what could possibly be a push bunt maybe by Sam. But he is playing pretty far in right now. The 1-0. Be a hard-hit ground ball, but fielded cleanly by the third baseman, O'Brien. Good snag. Throws over to first in time for out number 3. So a good piece by Sam, just right to the third baseman, O'Brien, for out number 3. But the Buffaloes, after a clutch hit by Zach Freestad, extended the lead that was 1-0 to 3-0 as we head to the top of the second inning. McAlester leads here on KNED.
Best Western Inn of McAlester. Traveling through McAlester or need accommodations for out-of-town guests? Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are both locally owned by the Freestad family for many years. Both offer comfort and convenience at affordable prices. Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are located on the 69 Bypass in McAlester.
B&B Outdoor Innovations, LLC is licensed to do weed control and fertilization. We can also clean out your flower beds and plant new flowers plus other landscaping needs. Plus trim your trees and check your drainage systems to stay ahead of the spring storms. We offer commercial and residential services. Public service pros and military get a 10% discount. See us on Facebook and at bnboutdoorinnovations.com. We are insured and a first responder owned and operated business. Call 918-730-1594. We sell firewood.
Welcome back to Mike Deek Field here in McAlester, Oklahoma. Game 1 of 2 against the Glenpool Warriors here for your McAlester Buffaloes, as they are currently leading 3-0 as we head to the top of the second inning. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 batters up for the Warriors. Boatwright trying to duplicate what he did in the first inning, where he threw 6 pitches, all of them strikes, as he threw 1 strikeout and had a ground out and a fly out as well. So it'll start off with Jake Robertson today, the shortstop, number 34, to start off the second inning. As Boatwright toes the rubber, and here's the windup in the first pitch of the second. Curveball in there for strike 1. Keep it going, kid. Let's see how many you can get. 7 strikes in a row. Back of the box to the righty Robertson. Here's the next pitch. This will be a line drive, right field, and it will fall for a base knock. So that'll be a one-hopper over to Freestad, and that will be the first base runner of the day for the Glenpool Warriors. Opposite field hit for Jake Robertson. Nice job by Freestad getting it in quickly. And now the tying run on deck for the Warriors. Braden Cook steps up to the plate, the second baseman today, number 10. Another righty in the lineup. He will get back in the box, his back foot near that back line. Decent lead over at first, getting bigger here by Robertson. Here's the pitch. The runner does not take off as the first pitch will be fouled straight back to the batter, Cook. Count moves to 0-1. Looking over at Cook, I do not believe that he had any at-bats against the Buffaloes back in 2021. The 0-1 from Boatwright. And that will be his first ball thrown of the day after 9 consecutive strikes. That misses up and outside. Count moves to even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, the kid, 33 strikeouts to 4 walks on the year. Just an absolute incredible strikeout to walk ratio. The 1-1, showing bunt, pulling back, it's down low, and that will push the batter Cook ahead in the count 2-1. I just had Rocky calling me there, Christy. Rocky, Oklahoma. You ever heard of Rocky, Oklahoma? Does Adrian live in Rocky, Oklahoma? Do you get it? Yo, Adrian. Have you ever seen Rocky Balboa? The 2-1 grounder left side, chance for a double play. Dollins throws over to second for 1, over to first, not in time. That'll go down as a fielder's choice. 6-4, but it puts the batter out over at second base. The runner Robertson. A hard hit ground ball by Cook. Matt Winters comes up, the DH number 14. Now you know what I'm talking about. Yo, Adrian. I've never heard of Rocky. Some of these scam calls that you get, they come from towns that you've never heard of in Oklahoma. First pitch to the lefty, Winters, misses inside. Again, we don't have the greatest of views from inside and outside the plate. We do see Leonard Stenese pretty well, but Gillespie kind of turned around to home plate and said, where did that miss? And I had to miss inside because it wasn't low, wasn't high. Belt high. Runner at first, 1 down. Buffalo's leading 3-0, top of the second inning. Boatwright will come to a pause. And deliver, runner takes off for second. The pitch is outside. The throw down to second is not in time. Great jump by the runner, Cook, to get into scoring position. The count moves to 2-0 here on the lefty Winters. Looking at Winters, he went 1 for 5 in those 2 games against the Buffaloes last year. Counts 2-0 right now, and the pitch. This one misses as well, ball 3. Boatwright's been real close to the zone on each one of those pitches, just barely missing each time, and Winters is holding off. Winters batted out of the cleanup spot last year, batting out the 6th hole today. The 3-0, and that's a 4-pitch walk. Fastball up high to Winters, and that brings up Easton Coleman, the right fielder, number 7. So the tying run is now at the plate for the Warriors. Coleman, the right fielder, number 7 here today. He's got runners at first and second base. Top of the 2nd inning, Buffalo's leading 3-0, trying to keep it that way. Again, still 1 pitch away from possibly getting out of the inning as Boatwright fills the zone, gets back to action with a strike called on the outside corner against the righty Coleman. And we got Cook over at second base, and Winters right behind him at first that just took a walk. Runner takes off for third. The pitch down low and inside, and that will really be a stolen base once again for the speedy Braden Cook that gets over to third base, and following right behind him was Matt Winters. So a base hit could pull the Warriors right back in it. 2 runners in scoring here for Coleman. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch from Boatwright. Tries to get a bunt down and fouls it straight back. Strike 2. The Buffaloes to keep runs off the board. Getting a strikeout here would be huge. Going to pop up into the outfield right now. Would more than likely score the run over at third as Cook has stolen 2 bases here to get over to third base. And also the outfielders will have the wind blowing into their faces trying to make the throw home. Boatwright. The 1-2 pitch. Line drive, right field. Freestad battling the sun, makes the catch. Here comes the runner tagging up from third. It's not going to be in time at all. That's going to be a 1-hopper over to Gillespie. And tagging up from second going to third is number 14, Matt Winters. So the sac fly by Easton Coleman on a line drive directly to the right fielder, Freestad, is able to put the Warriors on the board. And that brings up Bo Hales. So 3-1 our score now, top of the 2nd inning. Hales another righty here. As here's the first pitch from Boatwright. Misses the outside corner. Ball 1. 2 down here for the Warriors, top of the 2nd inning. Buffalo's looking to get back to work, as it'll be 9-1-2 for the black and gold in the bottom of the 2nd after they scored 3 in the first. The 1-0. That's a curveball. Excellent pitch from Boatwright. Lower outside part of the plate. If there's an unhittable pitch, that might have been it. Count even at 1-1. The Ocho getting his signs from Gillespie, who sets up outside and delivers the 1-1 pitch. This will be fouled off, just slapping the ball was Hales there, throwing his bat at it, and the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Here on the left fielder, Hales, who went 0 for 3 against the Buffs last year. Again, the Warriors bring back a lot of their players from last year's team. Boatwright trying to leave the runner stranded at third. Maybe he will. Line drive to the shortstop, Dollins, who makes the catch for out number 3. Fell to his knees as it was a low driving line drive, and he makes the catch with his glove about 1 inch from the red turf on the infield. So 1 run by the Warriors on a RBI sac fly by Easton Coleman makes it 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning here on KNED.
The Tax Time Savings Event is going on now at Vickers Furniture. Make your tax refund go farther at Vickers. A sofa, love seat, and recliner combo is only $13.28. A dining room set reduced to only $6.88. Save money on all Serta mattresses. Don't forget, 18 months 0 interest financing is available. The Tax Time Savings Event at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you. Okay! Okay!
and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on? We can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
We head to the bottom of the second inning here at Mike Deek Field in McAlester, Oklahoma. Game 1 of 2 against the Warriors. Again, we're not having a doubleheader today. I know that some games we end up having doubleheaders if one gets rained out, but no, our next game against the Warriors will be tomorrow at 4 o'clock over in Glenpool. That game will be on radio only, KNED. We encourage you to tune in. We'll tell you how you can after this first pitch to the new batter, Braden Phillips, the DH out of the 9 spot. First pitch to Phillips. Catches the outside corner from the fastball from Dunn for strike 1. As the Buffaloes lead 3-1 in the bottom of the second inning, just now getting started here. Dunn, the windup, and the 0-1. This one catches the corner again, strike 2. But you can listen anywhere in the world on the KNED app. Just type in KNED wherever you get your apps as the 0-2. We'll miss up and outside for ball 1. And you'll be able to find the blue logo. Again, you can click on it for more information. We'll talk about McAlester, Oklahoma, or Southeast Oklahoma. As the 1-2 from Dunn will catch the inside corner for strike 3. Got Phillips looking, and that's one down and a good bounce back start to the bottom of the second inning for Dunn, who allowed 3 free passes on 2 hit by pitches and a walk. So McAlester leading 3-1 as we're here in the bottom of the second. Top of the order coming up, Leighton Bass, who singled on a 2-2 pitch to center field on a line drive. But you can do it like that, or you can listen online at McAllisterRadio.com. Just click on the KNED tab. As the first pitch to Bass catches the outside corner for strike 1, and Dunn is now locked in. He had a little bit of control issues in the first inning, but now is just completely dialed in. The 0-1 misses low and outside. Looks like a slider / curveball. Can't really tell the break from this angle, but the count moves to 1 ball, 1 strike. As Dunn is now working quickly. The 1-1 pitch. This will miss low and inside with the fastball. And Bass gets ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. By the way, that was the second strikeout of the day for Dunn. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Curveball that misses upstairs, didn't get on top of it. And now we have a hitter's count for Leighton Bass, 3 balls, 1 strike. The windup and the 3-1. This will miss down low, and Bass says, I'm walking here. 90 feet over to first base. And once again with plenty of speed, but against a left-handed pitcher, Bass will take first. Gage Dollins was hit by a pitch this last time up. Again, batting from the right-handed batter's box with the lefty up. Again, the only switch hitter that I've ever called in high school baseball, at least for McAlester. I think there's been a guy from Bishop Kelly or maybe Collinsville that also was a switch hitter. As pickoff over to first, not in time. Again, Bass kind of trying to fake Dunn out into a balk there. That's a good thing for a lefty, is he can lift his leg, kind of look over at first and decide he can either throw to home or he can throw over to first and pick off the runner. That time Bass faked like he was going to second, but then went back over to first. The pitch is a fastball upstairs for ball 1. And the thing with Bass right now is he's trying to work some mind games. He's trying to shuffle around a little bit over at first base. You don't want to get caught in the air while you're shuffling around, or else you can risk the chance of getting picked off. But he's trying to mess with Dunn right now on the mound. Pick off over to first, not in time. And what Bass is trying to do at first, he's trying to keep the attention on him instead of the batter. Dunn paying attention to both the runner and the batter right now. As here's the 1-0, and this will be fouled straight back. Count moves to even at 1 ball and 1 strike. I thought we lost our field mic. But there's a metallic covering that is right above our mic that we have that's capturing the sound of the ping of the bat and the crowd. I guess it just hit that covering. Count even at 1-1. 1 down, runner at first for the Buffaloes, leading 3-1. Bottom of the second inning. As Dunn looks over at Bass for a while and delivers the pitch. And misses way upstairs with a fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Dolan's coming into today's game, batting .365, .529 on base percentage. Leads the team in extra base hits with 10 of them. And a lot of them coming from that right-handed batter's box. He's good at hitting at all parts of the field, really. He can really rip one down the third base line. Let's see if he does it here. The 2-1. And he does! Right down the third base line as Bass is going to try to go from first to third. Here comes the throw in from the left fielder, Hales. He won't get there in time, and that's going to be a double there by Gage Dollins. Man, I need to start making those fortune cookies, don't I? As, again, Dollins rips one down the third base line into the outfield to put runners at second and third with only one down. I guess the broadcasting doesn't work out. Like I said, I can just make fortune cookies. Ethan Gillespie was hit by pitches last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. He'll watch a fastball miss above the letters for ball one. Again, runners at second and third. Again, Freestad has already delivered once today with the bases loaded on a 2 RBI single directly between the third baseman O'Brien and the shortstop Robertson. What can Gillespie do? The 1-0 will fill the zone off speed there from Dunn. Count moves to even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Buffalo's trying to cash in and get those insurance runs early. You never know if these opportunities won't come in the later parts of the game. The 1-1. A big cut from Gillespie. Swinging for the fences. Comes up a little empty. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Gillespie trying to battle back here. Driving a couple runs for the Buffaloes, who currently lead by 2. The 1-2. Fouling it straight back and staying alive there is Ethan Gillespie. Gillespie walked 4 times, and that's just counting his walks. He was hit by a pitch, I believe, at least 3 times in the shootout at the Fort. So he got 7 free passes to him in that tournament last week. He only went 1 for 6, but again, he had a lot of plate appearances that didn't result in at-bats due to those walks. The 1-2. Again, fouling it off and staying alive is Gillespie. At least here for the first couple of innings, McAlester has not been giving up a lot of easy outs. Even if they strike out, they're going deep into the count, it seems like. Right now, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gillespie, who's fouled off 2 or 3 tough pitches in a row. Dunn comes set, and the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, got him on the bender, pulled the string on him. Had him way out in front. And that will be out number 2. That brings up the first baseman, number 24, Gage Mullins. He walked in to run last time up with the bases loaded. Got runners at second and third with 2 down, and the Buffaloes leading 3-1, bottom of the second inning. Dunn delivers. High hit, fly ball, left center field. It's carrying. It's going to be a tough play. It's going to get over the center fielder's head. 2 runs are going to score. Mullins rounds first. He'll get over to second base, and the kid does it again. Another 2-out base knock, clutch hitting by Gage Mullins. Gives him RBIs 23 and 24 on the, 24 and 25. That's now 3 RBIs in the day for Mullins. And the Buffaloes, on a first pitch swing and hit by Mullins into deep left center field, gives McAlester a 5-1 lead. Let's see if Les now can trade places with him. 2 down, Buffaloes leading 5-1, bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. This is going to be a curveball, filling the zone, strike 1. Again, clutch hitting by the Buffaloes here against the Warriors, and an excellent pitcher in Tommy Dunn. The 0-1 goes back to the well. The curveball catches the outside corner, strike 2. So let's see how Les now can battle. Down in the count, 0-2. Had 2 RBIs in the tournament over the past weekend. Let's see if he can get 3 here, the 0-2. And staying alive, reacting to the curveball. Les now nicely fouling it off and living to fight another pitch. Count is now 0-2. Buffaloes with an early 4 hits now. All of them pretty big ones. Count 0-2. Les now. Wide stance up at the plate. Big lead by Mullins over at second. Huge lead, the 0-2. Going to be popped up in the infield again. This one's going to be middle infield, but trying to battle the sun is the second baseman, Cook. He does so nicely, makes the catch for out number 3. And we head to the top of the third inning as the Buffaloes get that run back that they gave up in the second, and then one more on top of it by the 2 RBI double by Gage Mullins. McAlester leading 5-1, heading to the top of the third inning here on KNED.
I was looking for a bank that actually cared about me, had checking, savings, and loan options that catered to my needs and was locally owned, because I'm all about keeping my money in our town. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in banking options. The Bank NA, strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Fenton Nissan of McAlester, our commitment to service and customer satisfaction is still as strong today as it was in 1950. Over 60 years in the auto industry, and we still believe there is nothing better than best. The best product and the best deal. It's not about how many vehicles we can sell or service. It's about being passionate about customer service and helping others. We're willing to go that extra mile every time, and we love talking with people from all walks of life who have different interests, needs, and expectations. Come see us at 1441 South George Nye Expressway in McAlester.
HL Sports Shop. 20,000 square feet of name brand sporting equipment and clothing. Whatever you need for the great outdoors, we have it. Check out our selection of clothing for men, women, and children. From name brands like North Face and Under Armour. We have all the fishing, archery, and gun supplies you'll ever need. HL Sports Shop is a proud sponsor of Buffalo baseball. Yes, the great outdoors begins at HL Sports Shop, located at 603 Village Boulevard in McAlester.
The McAlester offense has had a good start to the day. 5 runs in 2 innings. We head to the top of the third inning. McAlester leading 5-1. As here's the first pitch of the third from Boatwright. And he'll miss down low with the curveball for ball 1 by the ankles to the 9-hole batter, third baseman number 2, Caden O'Brien. So 9-1-2 batters coming up for the Glenpool Warriors here in the third. Here's the 1-0 from the Ocho, and this one will miss down low as well. And his warm-up pitches that he was just throwing a minute ago, all of them seemed to be kind of down low. So he was missing down low even when he was throwing over to Gillespie in those warm-up pitches. Let's see if he can just get it a couple feet higher. The 2-0, and he does. Fills the zone, down Broadway, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch. Goes back to the curveball, catches the outside corner there from Boatwright. Count moves to even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boatwright has given up 1 hit. The Warriors, when they've had base runners, have been able to score him in so far early. The 2-2 will be a hard hit chopper. Left side, Dawkins comes in. Will throw it on the run. He'll have to be picked out. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Picking machine, Gage Mullins. He does it all, folks. A 2 RBI double back in the previous inning, and then an excellent scoop over at first base, saving Dawkins' bacon there and keeps people off the base paths here in the top of the third inning to bring up the top of the order. And again, Dawkins reacted nicely to the chopper. He came in, grabbed it, looked over at first, but he had a little bit of trouble on the transfer from glove to hand. As here's the first pitch to Dunn. The curveball misses, ball 1. So he knew as he was looking at the runner make his way closer over to first, he had to get rid of it. And when he did so, just didn't have enough of the oomph he wanted on the throw. But Mullins says, I got your back. The 1-0, fastball misses up and outside, ball 2. Dunn grounded out to the second baseman, less now, on the very first pitch of the game back in the first inning. Buffaloes leading 5-1 in the top of the third inning with 1 down. Here's the windup from Boatwright and the 2-0. That's a fastball that misses up and outside, I believe. 3-0 the count. Again, just barely missing. Trying to hit the outside corner against the lefty here, Tommy Dunn. Here's the pitch. He was taken all the way. 4-pitch walk, and Dunn tosses the bat and will make his way over to first base.
Batting the first baseman, Bo Gilbert.
That brings up Bo Gilbert. So 1 on, 1 down for the Warriors here, top of the third inning. Buffalo's leading 5-1. Gilbert struck out swinging last time up. The only strikeout that Boatwright had the first time through the order for the Warriors. Not much of a lead over at first. Boatwright, the pitch. Shows bunt, pulls back, fastball misses up high. Again, I think that this is only the second start that Boatwright has had here at Mike Deek Field. I think he had one against Midwest City back in the first district game of the year. if memory serves correctly, I think that was the only other game that he started for the Buffs here at Mike Deak Field. All the other games have been on the road, like against Abilene Christian, I believe it was, over in Gulf Shores, Alabama. He started against Madison County. Also against Claremore, the 1-0, trying to get a bunt down, pulls back. That's a called strike. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. So it's been a long time since the Ocho has thrown to some batters here at Mike Deak Field, at least players that aren't his own team. Pickoff over to first just to keep the runners honest. Count even 1-1 right now. Again, Gilbert went 1 for 4 in the 2 games against the Buffs last year. Now a pretty good lead over at first base by Dunn. As he's inched his way closer to the second base bag, he does not take off as the 1-1 is a curveball, missing low and inside, ball 2. Looks like outfield, at least Prather over in left, is kind of shifted to the right, it looks like. He's playing a little bit off that left field line, but he's got the speed to make up ground if one gets hit there. Pickoff over to first, good throw, but just getting his hand underneath the tag is the runner, Tommy Dunn. 2 balls, 1 strike, still on the right-handed batter out of the 2 spot, Gilbert. Boatright comes set. And the 2-1 runner takes off for second, popped up and out of play. Looks like the wind won't bring that one back in. Runner has to retreat back over to first base, and the count will stay even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Buffaloes right now leading 5-1, trying to keep it at a 4-run lead. Top of the 3rd inning. That runner at first, Dunn, who just tried swiping second before the foul ball. Does he do it again? The 2-2? No. This will be a curveball low and in the turf. Ball 3. Full count here now to the righty, Bo Gilbert. So again, looks like McAlester and catcher Ethan Gillespie getting his signs from the dugout, relaying it to Trent. Here's a pickoff over to first again. Not in time. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, we also have some scheduling changes. Pickoff over to first. And not in time again as Dunn steps on the first base bag. Buffaloes will no longer play on Thursday against Eufaula. We'll mention where we're playing here in a minute. The 3-2 runner takes off for second. Popped up. Shallow center field. It might drop. It's going to drop. No one's covering second. High bounce. Bastos over to second. Les now steps on the second base bag. So about the weirdest way you're going to see a force out there. That's going to go down as a base hit for Bo Gilbert as we had 4 different players trying to grab that ball. The middle infielders, Dollins and Les now, and the left fielder, Prather, and center fielder, Bass, and it dropped right in between all 4 of them. I've seen it usually drop within 3, not really ever 4 for a base hit. But since running back over to first was done, he then had to try to retreat after it fell over to second base, and grabbing it off a high bounce off the turf was Bass. Throws out the runner Dunn over at second base for out number 2. First pitch to Braden Nelson will miss in the turf. Runner takes off for second. Gillespie doesn't have a throw there. So they get that runner in scoring regardless there. That time Bo Gilbert, don't know if it was a called steal or he reacted to the low pitch. But either way, he swipes second base. Actually, I don't know if that's actually a base hit for Bo Gilbert. I think that's going to go down as a fielder's choice. Boy, that stinks. Here's the 1-0. That's good enough. Miss. I don't know where it missed. I guess they're going to say inside because it was below the letters, and that prompts Coach Dixon to come out to the mound. So we'll take a quick 30-second break. Count 2-0 with 2 down. Runner at second. Buffs leading 5-1 on KNED.
First Family Federal Credit Union. Savings for all seasons. From the traditional savings account to IRAs, CDs, and money market accounts. We have everything to help you plan for your future. Visit your nearest location or go online at firstfamilyfcu.com for more information. Federally insured by NCUA, First Family Federal Credit Union.
So Coach Dixon will make his way back over to the McAlester dugout along third base as the count is 2-0 with the three-hole batter Braden Nelson, who flew out to center field up at the plate. He's got a runner at second, again 2 down. Buffalo's leading 5-1, top of the third inning.
You're not hurt at all. Keep throwing strikes.
So Boatwright will come set, look over to second, where right now Gilbert has a big lead. The 2-0 pitch will be off the hands. Kind of jammed him up there on a check swing, and it once again lands on top of where our field mic is at right there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Boatwright has so far thrown, I believe that is 42 pitches through the first 2 2/3. Runner at second, again taking a huge lead. Boatwright looks back the runner. Here's the 2-1. This one's going to catch the knees with a fastball. Strike 2. Boatwright trying to leave that runner stranded at second base. Boatwright will get his signs from Gillespie. He'll come set, look at second, and deliver. The 2-2. Curveball, and it barely was fouled off by the righty Nelson. I mean, just the top of the bat. Excellent pitch, excellent call. Just Nelson fighting strong to be able to stay alive. Count 2-2. Boatwright comes set. Let's see if the runner tries taking third. And he's got a really big lead. No, he doesn't. The 2-2. It'll be a fastball missing low and outside. The throw to second will be not in time. No one was covering second. As the runner strayed a little bit off the bag over there at second. On the throw, did not try taking third. Again, we're treated back to the bag. So the count is full at 3-2. Runner won't take off unless he just wants to here. Doesn't have a runner behind him with 2 down. Boatwright will come set. The payoff. Curveball, grounder, third base side, will stay foul. And just like McAllister's doing offensively, they haven't been easy strikeouts for the Warriors either. Boatwright, who has thrown 32 in 21 innings coming into this game, for an average of about nearly 2 strikeouts an inning, has only thrown 1 so far. Trying to get a second here. Count 3-2. Boatwright, the payoff. Fastball low and inside, ball 4. And that brings up the shortstop, number 34, Jake Robertson. As you heard some fans talking right there, you have a force out at any bag now. So that cuts away the throw, as we're going to have a courtesy runner now, number 13 for the Warriors. Coming in here for the catcher, Braden Nelson. And that's going to be number 13, Aiden Berry. So 2 on, 2 down for the Warriors. They scored 1 back in the second. McAlester has answered with 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second. They're trying to keep it at a 4-run lead right now in the top of the third inning. Boatwright trying to dial in here with the cleanup hitter, Jake Robertson, who has one of the 2 hits right now for the Warriors. This is where you have a pickoff throw over to second as Les now applies the tag, but not in time. Actually, no, we've only had 1 hit by the Warriors. It was by Jake Robertson, who lined one to right center field. Boatwright, the pitch. Curveball. Misses outside. Again, Boatwright's command has been, he's gone deep into counts, but he's been walking some batters here today. He's allowed 3 free passes due to walks. And what's weird is he only had 4 coming into this game. The 1-0. Be a hard hit grounder left side. Sam dives, makes the grab, throws over to first. In time for out number 3. Whoa. Seth Sam putting it out on the line, grabbing the hop, getting up in plenty of time and firing a dart to the first baseman Mullins to leave the runner stranded at first and second base. And that will send us to the bottom of the third inning. Buffalo's leading 5-1 here on KNED.
If you're considering selling or buying land in Southeast Oklahoma, you need the professionalism of an experienced land specialist. Hi, this is Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties Real Estate, and I would love the chance to earn your trust as your land agent. The Southeast Oklahoma land market is hotter than ever, and I'd be happy to talk with you about why landowners trust me to market and sell their property. If you're thinking about selling ranch, timber, or recreational land, or even a rural home, give me a call for a free, no-obligation evaluation of your property. Call Sean Wilkerson at 918-284-1233 or visit my profile page at whitetailproperties.com.
A penny doesn't get you much these days, but at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, your penny goes a long way. Because right now at Patriot, you can get into any vehicle on the lot for just 1 penny down. Let me do that again. 1 penny down. And yes, that includes the 1-ton pickups. Not only that, but if you mention this ad, you'll get $2,500 cash. Only at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester.
We have played 2.5 innings of ball here, and due to an excellent stop by Seth Sam thrown over to first on the diving grab, the Buffaloes still have that 5-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the third inning. As it'll be Zach Freestad. 6, 7, 8 hole batters up for the Buffaloes. Freestad trying to stay hot here, as here's the first pitch to him. He tried to check a swing but went around on a curveball down the turf for strike one. So Freestad had a 2 RBI single with the bases loaded and 1 down the last time he came up in the first inning. Provided 2 out of those 3 runs in the first, as the next pitch to him misses down by the ankles for ball 1. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Freestad again is 8 for his last 18, and he's had hits in now 6 out of his last 7 games. As the next pitch misses outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. For Freestad also, that hit gave him RBIs 10 and 11 on the season, as the 2-1 will go back with a fastball, and strike call makes it even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. With nobody on, Dunn likes to get into that rhythm, works quickly, gets his signs from Nelson, starts the windup, and the 2-2. Will miss low and outside for ball 3. Freestad trying to get on, find a way anyway. Here's the windup and the 3-2. Be a line drive, right field, and once again Freestad stays hot. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, and both of them nice pieces. Both of them line drives, and that will put a runner at first with nobody out for the Buffaloes. Trent Boatwright now comes up to the plate. With the runner at first, nobody out. Buffaloes are currently leading 5-1, bottom of the third inning, and Boatwright trying to help out his own cause. Again, Boatwright still leads the team in bunt hits. He hasn't had one in a little while, but he has a chance to lay one down here possibly with the runner at first. And the third baseman playing a little bit further back. Let's see what happens. Dunn shows bunt, pulls back, it misses up high. So, but I would say O'Brien over at third. He does have quite a bit of speed. He's able to charge towards home plate if he needs to and make a throw on the run or even set his feet. 1 ball, no strikes. Pickoff over to first is just stepping off the rubber, and tossing over to first is done. Again, looking at the scoreboard, the Warriors have 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. McAlester 5 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Good lead by Freestad. The 1-0 shows bunt, gets it down, and it's along the first base side. It's going to be a push bunt single. Freestad's going to get over to second. He's the best bunter on the team, ladies and gentlemen. Bunts have never been so cool than when Trent Boatwright lays one down. It just knows where to place it every time, and that was an excellent push bunt. Everyone thinking it's going to go on the left side. He pushes it past the pitcher towards the second base spot where no one was. Base hit for Boatwright, and that puts Seth Sam up at the plate. Runners at first and second with nobody out. Sam hit a hard ground ball to the third baseman that was fielded cleanly by O'Brien, who got an out. As Sam shows bunt, as here's the pitch. He tries to get it down, and he'll foul it off. Count 0-1. On deck is DH number 14, Braden Phillips. And I'm looking over at Phillips on deck too. And as Coach Mullins is calling out the signs for people to check their armbands or if their armbands are along their belt loops or whatever it is, Phillips checking it out as well, even though he doesn't have anything to do with this next play. As we have a pickoff over to second, Freestad slides in safely. But that is what I like to see from some of the players, and I like to see it from guys that are in the dugout as well, making sure that you're staying tuned and locked into every single pitch, because you never know when your time's going to come up to end up filling in for a big spot. And maybe Phillips is a batter away from being in a big spot. The 0-1 does not bunt. Fastball misses outside, and the count moves to even, 1 ball, 1 strike. So the bunt attempt earlier by Sam that was fouled off has forced the first baseman, Gilbert, to move in on the green turf in front of the, what I call, instead of infield dirt, infield red turf. We're going to have to come up with a better name for that, a shorter name. Here comes the 1-1. This one missed low and inside with a fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, bottom of the third inning, Buffaloes are leading 5-1 with a chance to do more damage. They've had some clutch hits by Zach Freestad and Gage Mullins, as the two of them are responsible for 4 out of the 5 runs that the Buffaloes have scored so far. The 2-1. Going to be a hard-hit grounder left side, a chance for a double play. Stepping on third, thrown over to first. It's going to be too far off to the left. And that'll go down as the fielder's choice. Again, Sam is just hitting it right there to the third baseman. Again, he had some good pieces, too, against OCS. It's just right to the third baseman. So that'll go down as a 5 unassisted on a fielder's choice. Tried having the double play, but the throw was, again, too far to the left of the first base bag. It forced the first baseman, Gilbert, to come off. So up comes Braden Phillips, and I was just mentioning about how he was staying locked in. He was keeping up with every single call that Coach Mullins was calling out, even when he wasn't, in a situation to really do anything with those calls. But he wanted to make sure that he knew what was expected of his players, and now he's in a chance to, and an opportunity to bring in a run and give McAlester a little bit more of a cushion here as they lead 5-1 in the bottom of the third inning. The catcher, Nelson, goes to speak with Dunn for a moment. And he'll make his way back behind home plate. 9-hole batter, Phillips comes up. He struck out looking last time up. So far in the year, he's 2 of 9, and he's walked 4 times. Just below a 500 on-base percentage, and he has 2 RBIs so far. First pitch to Phillips. Watches a curveball miss outside for ball 1. I got to wait a little bit. Sometimes the home plate umpire calls a strike a little bit later. That time it missed outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Count 1-0. Here's the pitch. This will be a curveball laying off of it. Missed low and outside, ball 2. Dunn trying to work back door and work a curveball back into the zone, but missed low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 down for the Buffs. Dunn again will come set. Good lead over at second base by Freestad. And the pitch. This will be a grounder first base side. It will be foul, though. About a good 5 feet to the right of the first base line. And that will move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. So the runners will retreat back to their bases. Runners at first and second. Looking at the 2 runners, Freestad has 9 stolen bases on the year, and Sam right behind him has 8. So you got speed on the base paths. Coach Dixon looking over at the second baseman Freestad, or the runner at second, Freestad. Actually, I think that's Boatwright. Yeah, that's now Boatwright. Excuse me. Runner at second being held on. The 2-1's going to be grounder left side again. This time it'll be 5 feet off to the left of the third base line. So now expect Phillips to drive one up the middle. He's hit one right, hit one left, now straight up the middle. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Boatwright will make his way back over towards second. Again, I remembered that Freestad was the one that was out on the force out over at third on the grounder. So count 2-2. Dunn comes set, takes a deep breath, looks over to second base where Boatwright resides. And the 2-2 pitch. This will miss low and outside with the fastball. Runs the count to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So far, I was mentioning Boatwright's pitch count done has thrown now 68 pitches through 2 1/3. As the next one is going to be in the dirt, and that'll be ball 4. And great at bat by Braden Phillips, draws the walk and brings up the top of the order with the bases loaded here for the Buffaloes. This bases loaded alert brought to you by Jet Tire Service and friendly Old Town McAlester. They believe that while the Buffs are driving in runs, you should drive into Jet Tire Service for your tire needs. Bass so far 1 for 1 on the day. He singled in the first batter of the day for the Buffs and then walked his last plate appearance. And are we going to be having a new pitcher now for the Warriors? We'll see. Right now we just have a mound visit. I don't see. Oh, there's a ball that's going to be taken, so I think we're going to be having a pitching change. We'll take a break. You're listening to McAlester Baseball here on KNED.
A penny doesn't get you much these days, but at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, your penny goes a long way. Because right now at Patriot, you can get into any vehicle on the lot for just 1 penny down. Let me do that again. 1 penny down. And yes, that includes the 1-ton pickups. Not only that, but if you mention this ad, you'll get $2,500 cash. Only at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. It's no secret that new vehicles are hard to come by, and some dealers are charging thousands over MSRP. So you are paying extra just to do business with them. Well, that just doesn't sound right to me. So to take care of our customers, we haven't raised our prices, period. And with over 200 vehicles to choose from, we are bound to have what you are looking for, or we'll order it for you at no extra cost. So come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Best Western Inn of McAlester. Traveling through McAlester or need accommodations for out-of-town guests? Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are both locally owned by the Freestead family for many years. Both offer comfort and convenience at affordable prices. Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are located on the 69 Bypass in McAlester.
So with the bases loaded for your McAlester Buffaloes, we also have a call to the bullpen, and that is brought to you by Lindley's Paint and Body Shop, your full-service body shop at 1808 South Main Street, McAlester. Watch for our new location on 1328 South Georgia Nye Expressway. So the Buffaloes have the bases loaded, leading 5-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. They've got one down and Leighton Bass up at the plate. The new pitcher is number 34. It was the shortstop. It is Jake Robertson. Robertson now on the mound for the Warriors. He's got a base runner at every base. It looks like it's Boatwright at third, Seth Sam at second, and Braden Phillips at first. Again, our bases loaded alert brought to you by Jet Tire Service and friendly Old Town McAlester. Go see him. First pitch to Bass. Be a fastball from the righty, low outside, strike one. So now that means that Dollins, who's on deck, will be batting from the left-handed batter's box for the first time today. The windup from Robertson and the 0-1 pitch. It'll be popped up left side. Will it get away from the fielders? It looks like it will. He'll bounce and make his way towards the bullpen. And now Bass falls behind in the count 0-2. And I'll tell you what, Robertson can really hum it in there as well. He's got a live fastball. And you really got to react to that off-speed pitch that he throws as well. I was kind of watching him warm up a little bit, but he definitely can hum it in there as well for the Warriors. The Warriors have a pretty nice pitching staff, at least what we've seen so far from Dunn and Robertson. As here comes the 0-2 with the bases juiced here to Leighton Bass. The pitch. Going to be a line drive, and that will get into the outfield. Nice piece of hitting by Leighton Bass. One run's going to score. Here comes Sam. He rounds third. He's going to score. 2 RBI single by Leighton Bass as he goes oppo to get into the left field, and McAlester takes a 7-1 lead.
Now batting the shortstop, Mr. Gage, Dollins.
I'll tell you what, they remembered how much they struggled with runners in scoring position back on Saturday when they went 1 for 14, and they are just completely changing it up. They have faced the challenge, and they have driven in runs, and they have been hitting the ball extremely well here against the Warriors. First pitch to Dollins will miss outside for ball 1. And like I told you, Dunn and Robertson, two really good pitchers for the Warriors. McAlester is just hitting the ball extremely well. Line drives to all parts of the field. Runners at first and second for the Buffaloes with 1 down. Buffaloes leading 7-1. Another 2 spot here in the bottom of the third. Here's the next pitch to Dollins. This one will skip in the turf. Again, Phillips, he thought about taking it there but didn't want to risk it. Coach Mullins and Coach Dixon both kind of look over at him and say, hey, if you kind of see it going towards the turf, again, read it well. And again, Phillips saw it too late, didn't want to risk the out over at third base. Robertson comes set, the count 2-0 to the lefty now, Dollins. Had a double as a righty, and as a lefty, pops this one up, but on top of the McAlester dugout.
All foul balls to Roger Kelly. Teaching all foul balls to Roger Kelly.
The count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike here for Gage Dollins. Dollins so far, again, like I said, has been hit by a pitch, and he doubled on a hard-hit grounder. When he was facing the lefty, he was as a righty. This time now facing the righty as a lefty. Sliding over to second. Not in time. So let's see. Right before Dollins hit it, I predicted that he was going to hit a ground ball down the third base line for a double, and he did. I cannot believe that happened. I'm going to say Dollins is going to drive one to right center field here to drive in 2 runs. The 2-1. No, that one's going to miss up high. Fastball, ball 3. So hitters count here for Gage Dollins, Ethan Gillespie on deck. Outfield playing deep, especially with the wind blowing out to left field. The 3-1. This one will miss low and outside, and it'll load the bases again for the Buffaloes. So bases juiced once more, and let's see if the Buffaloes can keep the hit parade going. Again, they've had 7 so far, and I say it time and time again, it's contagious. Let's see if Ethan Gillespie caught the bug. 0 for 1 so far, has been hit by a pitch, struck out swinging. Back to the windup now is the righty Robertson. Gillespie and Dunn had a pretty nice battle the last time that they faced, and now Robertson, this will be the first time Gillespie's facing him. He swings at the first pitch, and he'll be fouled straight back for strike 1. A chance to really break it open here. Again, he's hit 2 bombs. He leads the team in home runs on the season. Again, I think 3 other Buffaloes have a home run of the year, Leighton Bass, Trent Boatwright, and Gage Mullins. But it is Gillespie who's the only player that's hit a home run here at McAlester, and he's hit 2 of them here. The windup from Robertson and the 0-1. Curveball that will catch the corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes here on Gillespie. On deck is Gage Mullins, who so far has 3 RBIs on a walk and a double. The 0-2. A swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him on the curveball. And that will sit down Gillespie, and that will bring up Mullins, who is going to try to once again work some 2-out magic. Again, I got to find a stat on how many hits he has with 2 down. He's going to try to do it again. He did it in the previous inning. His first pitch to him will be a fastball catching the corner, strike 1. Robertson's starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm, comes to a windup and the 0-1. It'll be a line drive, and it'll be not picked by the shortstop. 1 run's going to score, 2 runs are going to score. Dollins is going to make his way towards third and be held up there by Coach Mullins, and once again the kid will not be denied. A 2 RBI single by Gage Mullins, as he's got 5 on the day and 15 in the last 6 days. As the Buffaloes have now scored 4 runs here in the bottom of the third inning to take a 9-1 lead, and brings up Caden Lesnow. And by the way, didn't get to look at the defensive alignment for the Warriors. We had Dunn move from the mound over to center field. Dean is off the field. Cook moves from second over to short, and Aiden Barry comes into the game to play second base for the Warriors. So runners at the corners with 2 down. McAlester is leading 9-1. Lesnow trying to have it keep going here as the first pitch to the righty misses low and outside, ball 1. And Les now trying to hit it to anyone else but the second baseman. He's flown out twice to the second baseman. At the time, that was Cook. So he's trying to drive one into the outfield to score at least one more run here for the Buffs. And maybe, no, it's going to be a great catch. A line drive right back to the pitcher, Robertson. He ducked his head, put his glove out just to maybe make the catch, and he did. Excellent piece of hitting, but what a better catch by Robertson to keep another run off the board there by the Buffs. Maybe the hardest hit ball today by the McAlester Buffaloes just went straight back to the pitcher, Robertson. But the Buffaloes do score 4 runs, and they increase their lead to 9-1 as we head to the top of the 4th inning here on KNED.
B&B Outdoor Innovations, LLC is licensed to do weed control and fertilization. We can also clean out your flower beds and plant new flowers plus other landscaping needs. Plus trim your trees and check your drainage systems to stay ahead of the spring storms. We offer commercial and residential services. Public service pros and military get a 10% discount. See us on Facebook and at bnboutdoorinnovations.com. We are insured and a first responder owned and operated business. Call 918-730-1594. We sell firewood.
The Tax Time Savings Event is going on now at Vickers Furniture. Make your tax refund go farther at Vickers. A sofa, love seat, and recliner combo is only $13.28. A dining room set reduced to only $6.88. Save money on all Serta mattresses. Don't forget, 18 months zero interest financing is available. The Tax Time Savings Event at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Leading off top 4, Mr. Braden Cook.
The Buffaloes bats have come out here at Mike Deke Field on this Tuesday afternoon. They've scored 9 runs in 3 innings. We head to the top of the 4th inning as Boatwright delivers the first pitch of the inning, low and outside, ball 1. So it looks like it's going to be the 5, 6, 7 hole batters up for the Warriors. Their second time through the lineup. We're halfway through it. Again, starting the 4th inning, McAlester leading 9-1. The windup from Boatwright and the delivery will hit him right between the 1 and the 0 on his back. And again, Boatwright obviously frustrated with himself right now. He's had a little bit of, compared to what he's done so far this year, like we said, coming into the game with an excellent 32 strikeouts to 4 walks, just having a little bit of control issues here early, and he's kind of frustrated with himself because you don't usually see that from Boatwright, as that will be his first hit by pitch that he's given up, but he's walked 3 batters so far. Warriors have had 1 hit as the first pitch to Winters misses for ball 1. So runner at first with nobody out. Matt Winters up at the plate. He walked his last time up. Infield in double play depth. As here's the 1-0. And this will be a curveball missing outside, ball 2. So far, Winters has not swung the bat. He has seen 6 balls from Boatwright. The lefty will dig back into the box. He's one of the 2 lefties for the Warriors in today's lineup, as Boatwright steps off the rubber. And McAllister's going to have somebody start to warm up in the pen. And it looks like it's going to be Ethan Watkins. The 2-0. Missing by the ankles, ball 3. And another thing that could be kind of messing with Boatwright is that McAllister's offense has been having big innings each inning. He's having to kind of refocus. He has to relock in after not pitching for a little while. After long bottom halves of the innings by McAllister's offense, he has to refine that groove each inning. The 3-0 will miss down low and outside. And that'll be back-to-back free passes given up to put runners at first and second with nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning, and Gillespie's going to go speak with Boatwright. Coming up now will be the right fielder, number 7, Easton Coleman, who had a sac fly his last time up. This game brought to you by First Realty, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Best Western American, B&B Outdoor Innovations, LLC, Freedom Ford, Vickers Furniture, OK Tire and Auto, The Bank & A, Fenton Nissan, HL's Sports Shop, First Family Federal Credit Union, and Whitetail Properties, Sean Wilkerson agent. The righty Coleman steps up, and here's the first pitch to him. It'll be a chopper, third base side. Sam will wait on the hop, grab it, throw over to first, and it is just in time, half a step, and I think he did get him by just a half a step. We have a great view over here at first. I believe that was a good call by the field umpire. Unbiasedly, I do think that he got him by about half a step. We don't have a replay here, but again, I think he just barely got the out. And head coach Greg Harmon letting the field umpire have it, but I think, again, it's a bang-bang play. I think he had the right call there. Here's the first pitch to the new batter. It's going to be a line drive up the middle. That's going to score one, maybe two. Bass grabs it. They're going to hold the runner up over at third. A fire over towards Gillespie. Runner tries to take off for second, and Gillespie will let him have it. Doesn't want to risk the run scoring over at third, so Gillespie holds it. As that brings it, that was Bo Hales on the RBI single. Brings up Caden O'Brien. So runners at second and third with one down as the Warriors score their second run of the game. They scored one in the second, now one in the fourth. They cut it to a 9-2 deficit now for the Warriors as Coach Dixon's going to go speak with Boatwright, and we'll take a 30-second break right here on KNED.
Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on? We can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
All right, so we got runners at second and third here for the Warriors after the mound visit from Coach Dixon. Again, Ethan Watkins is warming up in the pen, but the Warriors have had a couple of big hits here recently. And did we have a coach get tossed? I think during the mound visit we had a coach get tossed for the Warriors because we have a new coach going over to third base. So I think we just had a coach get tossed here for the Warriors. So a new coach is going to reside over at third base for Glenpool. We have runners at second and third. Buffalo's leading 9-2, one down. Here's the first pitch to O'Brien. It's going to be a line drive again. And another great catch by Dollins, the kid. Oh, they're going to say he dropped it. The field umpire says he dropped it. He made the catch, but as he went down to the turf, they're going to say he lost it. He made the catch, and he looks back at the field umpire, and he says, that popped out of my glove after I was standing back up. So Coach Mullins is going to go speak with the field umpire after he calls time to go speak with him. Gage Dollins just made another fantastic grab, and I don't know how that wasn't called out. Everyone thought it. The home plate umpire is going to go speak with the field umpire. We'll see what happens. Mullins spoke with the home plate umpire before he went to the field umpire, but it might have just been to call for time. And they're going to say it's still a single. It keeps a run from scoring, but man, Dollins made a heck of a grab. I didn't even know the ball popped out until I saw it rolling around the turf shortly after that. But we had now the bases loaded and the top of the order up for the Warriors, and all of a sudden the Warriors can get right back into this game. 9-2, McAllister's leading by 7, but there's only one down with the bases juiced. And Dunn steps up, who is so far 0 for 1, who's grounded out to second base and walked. So instead of out number 2, we've got a runner at every bag. In a 7-run game with one down, Boatwright trying to work out of the jam. The pitch. Dunn will foul that straight back for strike one. And just how I was mentioning with the Buffalo offense and how hits can be contagious, the Warriors have hit the ball hard here in the top of the fourth. And all of them have seemed to be line drives. Count 0-1. Boatwright getting his signs from Gillespie on come set. Righty on lefty matchup. The lefty Dunn up at the plate. The 0-1 will be a fastball missing the knees. That was a little bit low. One's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Again, Watkins getting ready in the pen right now. The 1-1 from Boatwright. Goes back with the curveball, misses up and outside. Falls behind in the count, 2-1. But also the Buffaloes possibly just one pitch away from getting out of the inning if they can roll a double play ball. Boat right again comes set. A 2-1. Line drive, center field. Bass overran it. His first steps were forward, and he overran it. Rolls all the way to the fence. 3 runs are going to score. Dunn's going to try to take third. Here's the throw into home plate. No, 2 runs are going to score. Now we got runners all caught up. Gillespie will throw it back over to second. Over to Les now. He'll run him all the way back over to the bag. Tagging the runner at third, and that will be out number 2. So 1 runner did not score. They held him up late, and that'll be out number 2. So 2 runs scored on that last hit. A 2 RBI double by Tommy Dunn, who's tagged out, trying to advance over to third because the runner at third was occupying the bag. So now all of a sudden it's a 9-4 game. McAlester is leading by 5, but this has been the best inning so far for the Warriors offensively. 3 spot here in the top of the 4th and a chance to do more damage as up comes Bo Gilbert. The Warriors are just smoking the ball right now. Gilbert 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch to him, and it's going to miss upstairs by eye level, ball 1. Gilbert has struck out swinging, and he kind of got into no man's land. He hit a pop fly that ended up bouncing between 4 fielders just in the perfect spot, but again, he left his runner out to dry, again, unintentionally. He was out over at second base on the force out. The 1-0, fouled back into the glove of Gillespie on a huge cut by Gilbert coming up empty. Count moves to even at 1-1. Buffs trying to keep the damage at only 3 runs. Warriors trying to make back that 4 spot they gave up in the 3rd inning. The 1-1 will miss up and outside. So now Boatwright falls behind in the count, 2-1. Coming set, they'll work out the stretch with the runner at third. The 2-1 pitch. Curveball popped out of play. Now Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Buffalo's leading. Still, I mean, it's still a comfortable margin, but it's not the 9-1 score you're looking at earlier. But McAllister's offense, if they can keep up what they've been doing, they just don't want the momentum to stay in Glenpool's favor for the remainder of this game. If they can get this out here, they can try to get back to business in the bottom of the 4th. Boatwright, the 2-2 to Gilbert. Curveball got the outside corner, strike 3. That'll leave the runner over at third base, but Glenpool does claw back 3 runs as we have played half a 7-inning ball game here at Mike Deek Field. Your McAlester Buffaloes 9 and the Glenpool Warriors 4 in district play here on KNED.
At Fenton Nissan of McAlester, our commitment to service and customer satisfaction is still as strong today as it was in 1950. Over 60 years in the auto industry, and we still believe there is nothing better than best. The best product and the best deal. It's not about how many vehicles we can sell or service. It's about being passionate about customer service and helping others. We're willing to go that extra mile every time, and we love talking with people from all walks of life who have different interests, needs, and expectations. Come see us at 1441 South George Nye Expressway in McAlester.
HL Sports Shop. 20,000 square feet of name brand sporting equipment and clothing. Whatever you need for the great outdoors, we have it. Check out our selection of clothing for men, women, and children. From name brands like North Face and Under Armour. We have all the fishing, archery, and gun supplies you'll ever need. HL Sports Shop is a proud sponsor of Buffalo baseball. Yes, the great outdoors begins at HL Sports Shop, located at 603 Village Boulevard in McAlester.
First Family Federal Credit Union. Savings for all seasons. From the traditional savings account to IRAs, CDs, and money market accounts. We have everything to help you plan for your future. Visit your nearest location or go online at firstfamilyfcu.com.
If you're considering selling or buying land in Southeast Oklahoma, you need the professionalism of an experienced land specialist. Hi, this is Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties Real Estate, and I would love the chance to earn your trust as your land agent. The Southeast Oklahoma land market is hotter than ever, and I'd be happy to talk with you about why landowners trust me to market and sell their property. If you're thinking about selling ranch, timber, or recreational land, or even a rural home, give me a call for a free, no-obligation evaluation of your property. Call Sean Wilkerson at 918-284-1233 or visit my profile page at whitetailproperties.com.
Leading off your Buffaloes, The right fielder, Mr. Zach.
So again, we played half a 7-inning ball game so far, and your McAlester Buffaloes have scored in every inning. The Warriors have scored in 2 out of their 4 innings, including that 3 spot they put up just a half inning ago. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, the Buffaloes are leading 9-4. Here's the first pitch to Zach Freestad. It's going to miss upstairs for ball 1. Freestad is so far 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, and both of them hard-hit line drives into the outfield, including one being a 2 RBI single. He'll try to continue his good day here against Robertson the first time he's facing the righty, as this curveball will fill the zone for strike 1 to the righty Freestad. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 9-4 our score. Buffaloes again leading by 5. Bottom of the 4th inning. Nobody on as we're just now starting it. The 1-1 will bounce into the catcher Nelson, and Freestad goes ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. If you like offense, if you like seeing the ball hit hard, then today has been your game. That's for sure. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. A big fastball, big cut from Freestad, and Robertson wins that battle. That'll move the count to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Telling you, Robertson's got a real live fastball there in the bump. Here's the 2-2. Goes back with a fastball, and it catches the knees for strike 3. Got Freestad looking, and that's 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning with nobody on, and it brings up Trent Boatwright. Boatwright so far today 1 for 2. He struck out on a foul ball back into the glove of the catcher Nelson, and then he had a push bunt single back his last time up. The windup from Robertson in the pitch. Going to be a grounder up the middle. It'll be fielded by the second baseman. Has to throw quickly over to first and does so in time for out number 2. Barry over to Gilbert, 4-3 ground out, and that brings up Seth Sam. Sam has grounded out twice, both to the third baseman, so if you're O'Brien, you're going to keep your head on a swivel here. Again, Seth Sam has hit the ball pretty hard each time over to third base. If he can just get it like 5 feet to the right of O'Brien, he's looking at a 2 for 2 days so far. And really his last 3 or 4 hits, it feels like, have been straight to the third baseman. 1-0 after the first pitch misses. That one misses too high. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, 2 down for the Buffaloes, bottom of the 4th inning. Nobody on base. 8-hole batter Seth Sam up. So here comes the 2-0 pitch. This will be a chopper, third base side. O'Brien again grabs it, throws over to first in time for out number 3. So that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Buffaloes, the first one of the day, and now the Warriors feel like they have the momentum as we head to the top of the 5th inning. 9-4 is the score. McAlester trying to hold off the Warriors as we head to the final few innings of play right here on KNED.
A penny doesn't get you much these days, but at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, your penny goes a long way. Because right now at Patriot, you can get into any vehicle on the lot for just 1 penny down. Let me do that again. 1 penny down. And yes, that includes the 1-ton pickups. Not only that, but if you mention this ad, you'll get $2,500 cash. Only at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. It's no secret that new vehicles are hard to come by, and some dealers are charging thousands over MSRP. So you are paying extra just to do business with them. Well, that just doesn't sound right to me. So to take care of our customers, we haven't raised our prices, period. And with over 200 vehicles to choose from, we are bound to have what you are looking for, or we'll order it for you at no extra cost. So come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Welcome back to Mike Deek Field here in McAlester, Oklahoma, as we have the call of the bullpen. New pitcher on the bump for McAlester is now number 10, sophomore Ethan Watkins. Watkins so far this year 2-0, has pitched in 22 2/3 innings. He has a 3.71 ERA, 19 strikeouts to 14 walks. Hitters are batting a collective .259 against Ethan Watkins. He comes into a 9-4 ball game as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Here are some of the defensive changes as we have Boatwright move from the mound over to second, and looks like Les now moves from second to third. Sam not on the diamond right now as he played third in the previous 4 innings. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Lindley's Paint and Body Shop, your full-service body shop at 1808 South Main Street, McAlester. Watch for our new location on 1328 South Georgia 9 Expressway. So the Warriors have been hitting the ball hard here the last couple innings. Some of them just right to McAlester defenders. Let's see how Watkins can do coming in here to the top of the 5th inning, facing the heart of the order. First pitch fastball missing up and inside by the hands of the catcher, number 16, Braden Nelson, the 3-hole hitter who has flown out to center and walked in his 2 plate appearances. So far 0 for 1 today. Watkins working out of the stretch, does so with nobody on, and the 1-0. Goes back with the fastball, and that one misses as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, McAlester hasn't been missing a lot high and low. It looks like they've been missing inside, outside part of the plate because that last one was below the letters, it looked like, from Watkins. Count 2-0. Sophomore kicks and delivers the pitch. That one will catch the corner for strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike. Watkins delivers again. Goes back with the fastball, misses low and outside, and falls way behind in the count, 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Watkins trying to keep runners off the base paths. Delivers the 3-1. Swing and a miss with the fastball right by him for strike 2. Count moves to full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Let's see if Watkins can work his way back for a K. 19 on the year so far, and a team leading 22 in the 3rd innings. The payoff. This will be jammed up. Foul on the lower part of the bat, and staying alive there is Braden Nelson. Again, looking at Watkins, he has thrown in 10 games so far this year, all in relief. So this is now his 11th. So here comes the 3-2. Fastball, swing and a miss. Got him up and inside with the fastball, the high cheese. Sit him down, throw it around. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning brings up Jake Robertson. So yeah, as this is game number 11 here for Watkins on the mound. Again, like I said, all in relief. Sometimes it's just been an inning here, maybe a couple innings there, but he has now thrown in 55% of Buffalo's varsity games this year. Here's a grounder off the glove of Watkins. Has to hurry up. Picked up by Boatwright. Throws over to first in time for out number 2. There was some miscommunication. Dollins crossed the second base bag, and the two were kind of, you never really have to call for a ground ball. Usually that's a pop fly. And Boatwright grabbed it and fired over to first in time for out number 2. That's going to go down actually as a 1-4-3 ground out, as that brings up Braden Cook. Cook has reached on a fielder's choice and has been hit by a pitch. First pitch to him. Line drive to the second baseman. It's off a 1-hopper over to Boatwright. Throws over to first in time for out number 3. So Watkins with an excellent job out at the pen. A 1-2-3 inning sends us to the bottom of the 5th, with the Buffaloes leading 9-4 here on KNED.
B&B Outdoor Innovations, LLC is licensed to do weed control and fertilization. We can also clean out your flower beds and plant new flowers plus other landscaping needs. Plus trim your trees and check your drainage systems to stay ahead of the spring storms. We offer commercial and residential services. Public service pros and military get a 10% discount. See us on Facebook and at bnboutdoorinnovations.com. We are insured and a first responder owned and operated business. Call 918-730-1594. We sell firewood.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. McAlester looking to make back some of those runs that they gave up back in the top of the 4th inning as they lead 9-4, looking for some insurance runs. As it'll be the 9-1-2 batters up the Buffaloes, Braden Phillips, Leighton Bass, and Gage Dollins for McAlester. This will be the first time that Phillips, Bass, or Dollins, I take it back. It'll be the first time that Phillips has faced Robertson. Bass and Dollins have both faced the righty. So Phillips has struck out looking and walked in his 2 plate appearances. Here's the first pitch to Phillips. He'll be first pitch swinging, fouling it off backwards for strike 1. Again, Mike Deek Field, one of the premier ballparks here in the state of Oklahoma when it comes to high school baseball. A good curveball from Robertson catches the outside corner for strike 2. I've always loved the grandstand. It's a unique part of the field here as the 0-2. Fastball swing and a miss on a pitch that was up above the eyes for strike 3. And that brings up Leighton Bass with 1 down and nobody on. But, yeah, it's always been a beautiful park. It's hosted the Sun Belt Classic forever. Now it's going to be called the Junior National Classic. Again, we're going to be bringing you every single game on YouTube, and a little over half of those games will have commentary and be on KNED as well. And now we have new turf to go with this amazing facility that we have here in southeast Oklahoma. First pitch curveball to Bass, misses down low for ball 1. But I was mentioning, didn't get to finish my thought earlier. We had the action kind of pick up, a lot of hits happening. As the 1-0 from Robertson will miss in the turf as well for ball 2. No game on Thursday, so we will play tomorrow over in Glenpool to finish off the district series with the Warriors. That game will be at 4 o'clock tomorrow. That game, radio only, KNED. No game on Thursday, no game on Friday. And then Saturday we'll play at 11-1 against, as the 2-0 misses low as well for ball 3. We'll play 2 games. Don't know who we're playing first, but I know we're going to play Noble and Deer Creek at 11-1. Just don't know which team we're playing at 11 or which team we're playing at 1. Those games will be on the road over in Noble. So the next 3 games after this one will be on the road, as the 3-0 will fill the zone for strike 1. Still a hitter's count in here for Bass, who so far is 2 for 2 today with 2 RBIs. Actually, the next 4 games will be on the road. As on Monday next week, we are going to Tulsa to take on Bishop Kelly. The 3-1 misses up and outside for ball 4. And for Bass, it's been single, walk. So he'll go over to first base. And Gage Dollins comes up to the plate, who so far today is 1 for 1 with a double. He has been hit by a pitch and walked. Second time today facing the righty hurler, Jake Robertson. Buffaloes leading 9-4, 1 down, 1 on that runner at first with Leighton Bass. And also we had a game next week kind of get changed up as well. I believe on Friday of next week, instead of going to Broken Bow, I know that McAlester is going to be hosting Red Oak, is what I've been told. So that is what has been relayed to me. That's what you can expect for McAlester next week. Still games on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And we have a pitching change here for the Warriors. So we're going to have a call to the bullpen when we come back. Buffalo's leading 9-4 here on KNED.
The Tax Time Savings Event is going on now at Vickers Furniture. Make your tax refund go farther at Vickers. A sofa, love seat, and recliner combo is only $13.28. A dining room set reduced to only $6.88. Save money on all Serta mattresses. Don't forget, 18 months zero interest financing is available. The Tax Time Savings Event at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you. Okay!
Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on? We can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. Okay, Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
I was looking for a bank that actually cared about me, had checking, savings, and loan options that catered to my needs, and was locally owned. because I'm all about keeping my money in our town. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in banking options. The Bank NA, strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Fenton Nissan of McAlester, our commitment to service and customer satisfaction is still as strong today as it was in 1950. Over 60 years in the auto industry, and we still believe there is nothing better than best. The best product and the best deal. It's not about how many vehicles we can sell or service. It's about being passionate about customer service and helping others. We're willing to go that extra mile every time, and we love talking with people from all walks of life who have different interests, needs, and expectations. Come see us at 1441 South George Nye Expressway in McAlester.
Welcome back to Mike Deek Field here in McAlester, Oklahoma, as we have another call to the bullpen here for the Glenpool Warriors. The new pitcher, number 3, Bo Hales. He comes in from left field to go to the bump as Robertson moves from the mound over to third base, and that looks like all the changes that we have here. Cook and Barry stay in the middle infield spot. So this call to the bullpen brought to you by Lindley's Paint and Body Shop, your full-service body shop at 1808 South Main Street, McAlester. Watch for our new location on 1328 South George Nye Expressway. Again, Bo Hales is another righty here for the Warriors that brings plenty of heat from the right hand. And he'll be facing Gage Dollins, Ethan Gillespie, and Gage Mullins to start off his outing here. Again, Lindley's Paint and Body Shop bringing you that call to the bullpen, 1808 South Main Street, McAlester. And they're going to be going over to the 1328 South George Nye Expressway here pretty soon. So Dollins is up at the plate, batting left with the righty up, with a runner at first and 1 down. McAlester leading 9-4. Taking off for second, pitch misses. No, catches the knees for a strike. The throw down 2 second is in time for out number 2. That's just a great throw from Nelson behind the plate, and it looked like a great jump by Bass. He just did not get to the second base bag before the ball reached the shortstop Cook. So now 2 down with nobody on for the Buffaloes in the bottom of the 5th inning. Count 0-1 as the pitch hit the knees of Dollins. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one will almost hit Dollins on the calf. So I said it hit his knees. What I meant was the lower part of the zone by the knees. I didn't mean for anyone to actually hit him in the knees. Count moves to 1 ball, 1 strike. Although someone got hit in the kneecap back on Saturday and just didn't move. They hit him in the kneecap and he just walked to first base. The 1-1's going to be a high hit, fly ball, right field. That one's going to get over the right fielder's head, and it's going to bounce all the way to the wall. Dollins is going to have another extra base hit. He's rounding second, trying to get to third. Here's the throw from the cutoff man. There will be no throw. Another triple by Gage Dollins, his 5th on the season.
Now batting your catcher, Ethan.
A team-leading 12 extra base hits now for Gage Dollins. And that brings up Ethan Gillespie, who is 0 for 2 so far today with a couple of strikeouts. He's been hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance, and he has a chance to give the Buffaloes another run here to put them up by 6. Currently, they lead 9-4. Runner at third here for the Buffaloes with Gage Dollins. Hales delivers. Fastball swinging over the top of it there was Gillespie for strike 1. On deck is Gage Mullins, who is just having a heck of a day. 2 for 2 with 5 RBIs. The 0-1 will be a fastball missing low and outside. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hales comes set. Delivers the 1-1. Popped up in the infield. Let's see if it gets out of play or if it's going to be a chance for Robertson over at third. He goes all the way to the Hughes Fieldhouse and it lands on top of it. So now, new life here for Gillespie as it barely hit the top of the Hughes Fieldhouse. It actually bounced off the top, I think, and it landed in front of the doorway, the entryway. So now the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Ethan Gillespie. Count 1-2, 2 down. So Gillespie calls time for just a moment to step out of the box and reset himself. Hales toes the rubber again. Kicks and fires the 1-2. Fastball up by the chin. Chin level. A little bit outside. Count even now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. Hales, the righty. Delivers again, the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a pitch down low for strike 3. So the Buffaloes leave a runner stranded over at third base after the triple by Dollins. But we head to the top of the 6th, with the Buffaloes still leading 9-4 here on KNED.
At Fenton Nissan of McAlester, our commitment to service and customer satisfaction is still as strong today as it was in 1950. Over 60 years in the auto industry, and we still believe there is nothing better than best. The best product and the best deal. It's not about how many vehicles we can sell or service. It's about being passionate about customer service and helping others. We're willing to go that extra mile every time, and we love talking with people from all walks of life who have different interests, needs, and expectations. Come see us at 1441 South George Nye Expressway in McAlester.
HL Sports Shop. 20,000 square feet of name brand sporting equipment and clothing. Whatever you need for the great outdoors, we have it. Check out our selection of clothing for men, women, and children. From name brands like North Face and Under Armour, we have all the fishing, archery, and gun supplies you'll ever need. HL Sports Shop is a proud sponsor of Buffalo baseball. Yes, the great outdoors begins at HL Sports Shop, located at 603 Village Boulevard in McAlester.
First Family Federal Credit Union. Savings for all seasons. From the traditional savings account to IRAs, CDs, and money market accounts. We have everything to help you plan for your future. Visit your nearest location or go online at firstfamilyfcu.com for more information. Federally insured by NCUA. First Family Federal Credit Union.
Top of the 6th inning now here at Mike Deek Field in McAlester, Oklahoma. Your McAlester Buffaloes leading 9-4 over the Glenpool Warriors. And they'll try to keep it that way. So we go to the 6, 7, and 8 hole batters. Matt Winters, Easton Coleman, and Bo Hales up for the Warriors. The lefty Winters will step into the box. He has walked twice, and he's only seen 8 pitches. And all of them have been balls so far for the DH number 14 Winters today. He was DHing for the center fielder Kellen Dean, now DHing for the second baseman Barry. Watkins will be the first. This will be the first time he faces Winters, and it's now 9 pitches that he's seen and 9 balls. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Buffalo's leading 9-4, top of the 6th inning. And it's weird because the Warriors have had 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Buffalo's 9 runs on 9 hits, no errors. The pitch. We'll miss outside. Ball 2. So I don't know why Winters has not seen a strike yet. Let's go ahead and let's try to reverse jinx this and see if this will be ball 11. Yeah, it works. Called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Buffaloes are leading 9-4. Watkins comes set as the sun is setting off to our left here. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball hits where Gillespie wanted it, maybe a little bit outside, but that will move the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Some McAlester defenders wondering where the last pitch missed. It looked like it hit where Gillespie wanted it. Watkins, the 3-1, popped up, and that one will nearly hit the light pole, but it skims right past and actually lands onto the walking track as I saw it bounce off of the walking track. So, again, if you are walking around Mike Deek Field here, around that mile-long track, make sure that you're being careful. Keep your head on a swivel. The 3-2. Popped up left field. Prather trying to track it down near the foul line. He will make the catch running towards the left field line for out number 1. Again, the soon-to-be Oklahoma Baptist Bison, who he patrolled the secondary for McAllister's Black Death defense over his last 4 years of McAlester football. Tracks that one down like it's nothing for out number 1. That brings up Easton Coleman. Coleman is so far 0 for 1. He drove in an RBI off a sac fly and grounded out to the third baseman, Seth Samp. First pitch to him will miss above the letters, ball 1. Lights have come on over here at Mike Deek Field. So Watkins delivers the 1-0 pitch. This one will be a fastball missing up and inside, ball 2. Warriors have They've had a lineup that's been tough to strike out. They've only struck out 3 times today. 2 have come from one spot. Bottom of the order have been more effective than the top. 2-0. Big cut. I mean, Coleman was swinging not just for the fences, but he was swinging to drive that one all the way to pewter ball. That would have been a foul ball. I guess, would that be Will Rogers? Will Rogers, he was trying to drive that one to. 2 balls, 1 strike. Watkins the pitch. Fastball misses up above the letters. And now another hitter's count, this time for Coleman. 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, Watkins has been missing up here to Coleman. Trying to work it back down in the zone. Gillespie sets up down the middle of the plate. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball that missed way up too high. And that will allow Coleman to go over to first base. As we're here in the top of the 6th inning with 1 down, Buffaloes are leading 9-4. As coming up will be Bo Hales. He's now the pitcher today, was the left fielder. He is 1 for 2, and he's hit the ball hard twice. A line drive to the shortstop Dollins, and then he had an RBI single to give the Warriors their 2nd run of the game at the time. The pitch just be popped straight back, strike 1. Again, if you're looking at the bottom half of the order, they've been just as effective as the top half of the order. Bo Hales and Caden O'Brien have both had singles, and the only other hits that we've had has come from Tommy Dunn and Jake Robertson. The 0-1. This will be a curveball. Nice one from Watkins after the ward that he had from Gillespie. That moves the count to 0-2. When the Ethans get together, good things happen. Gillespie behind home plate. Watkins on the mound. Count is 0-2. Runner at first in the form of Easton Coleman. 1 down. 5-run lead. The 0-2 pitch. Staying alive. Nice piece of hitting there by Hales. Again, you just got to protect at the plate. Anything close, you kind of just throw your bat at and you react. Hales will stay alive and look for a pitch to drive. Watkins will deliver the 0-2. Curveball hit him off the back of the helmet. On the curveball, he ducked, and if he stands up, it hits him probably on the bottom of the number 3 on the back of his jersey. He walks over to first and kind of just walks around now. And again, you could hear a little bit of it hitting the helmet, but again, I think it not only just hit the helmet, since it hit the bottom of it, it hit him in the back of the neck too. Kind of rubs the back of his head, and that's going to be back-to-back 3 passes given up by McAlester. Hopefully right now, though, the most important thing is Hales is okay. It looks like he is. He'll put his helmet back on. Yeah, it hit off the back of the helmet, and I think after it knocked it off, I think it hit him, in the back of the neck. So runners at first and second with 1 down. Buffaloes are leading 9-4, top of the 6th. Caden O'Brien comes up. Here's the pitch. Popped it up and out of play. Strike 1. If there's one thing that McAlester has struggled with in this game, it's the free passes they've given up to the Warriors. And the Warriors have been able to score on a lot of them. Haven't left a lot of people on base. Pick over to second. They got a runner stranded. They didn't throw it. Watkins had the guy slipping over at the second base bag, and if he throws it, I think he might have him, but he decides to hold it for just a moment, doesn't want to risk throwing it and letting runners run over to the next base. As here's a chopper left side. Les now will let him eat it up. Runner's going to score from third, and that's going to be an E5, the first error of the day by either team. Hop that I think Les now just got crossed up on again with the turf. It bounces higher too. And as the runner, I think it moved in front. The runner moved in front of his face, and he just lost track of the ball. I go down as an E5, but the one thing that we're more worried about now is the top of the order comes up for the Warriors. 9-5 game, and now all of a sudden, after it was 9-1, the tying run is on deck. Lefty Tommy Dunn comes up, 1 for 2, had a 2 RBI double his last time up. Runners at first and second, 1 down. The pitch tries to get a bunt down, he'll pop it up and out of play. Strike 1. 9-5 our score. Buffaloes are leading by 4. They led this one 9-1 at one point, scoring 9 runs in their first 3 innings. and since then have not scored in the 4th or 5th. Watkins, the 0-1. Fastball up and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. As we're closing in on starting the 2nd hour of this broadcast. Pickoff over to second. They have the runner caught, thrown over to third. Les now grabs it. We'll run the runner back. Fake the throw, tag out the runner over at third, and looks him back over at first. Excellent move there by Watkins and by Les now, getting it out on the base paths. An excellent time to call it, whether it was Mullins or Coach Dixon or Gillespie or Watkins just doing it himself. It gets a big runner out over at second base, and now we got a runner at first with 2 down and the count 1-1 on Tommy Dunn. Awesome execution there by Watkins and Les now over at third. Pickoff over to first, just to keep the runner honest. Again, score is 9-5. Buffaloes are leading, and the Warriors down to their final 4 outs. Watkins comes set against the lefty Dunn. The 1-1 pitch will miss down low by the ankles. Yeah, that's really been the main problem for McAlester today. They've only given up 4 hits, but they've given up 7 free passes, a couple of hit-by pitches, and 5 walks. The 2-1. This one will miss outside, ball 3. So hitters count here for Tommy Dunn. Again, he has grounded out to second, walked, and hit that line drive over the head of Leighton Bass in center field that drove in a couple of runs. The 3-1, runner takes off for second. Pop-up, center field. Bass will get underneath it, and he will make the catch for out number 3. So the Buffaloes do give up a run in the top of the 6th inning, but that is all that the Warriors get there as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning with McAlester looking for some insurance runs, leading by 4, 9-5 here on KNED.
If you're considering selling or buying land in Southeast Oklahoma, you need the professionalism of an experienced land specialist. Hi, this is Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties Real Estate, and I would love the chance to earn your trust as your land agent. The Southeast Oklahoma land market is hotter than ever, and I'd be happy to talk with you about why landowners trust me to market and sell their property. If you're thinking about selling ranch, timber, or recreational land, or even a rural home, give me a call for a free, no obligation evaluation of your property. Call Sean Wilkerson at 918-284-1233 or visit my profile page at whitetailproperties.com.
A penny doesn't get you much these days, but at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, your penny goes a long way. Because right now at Patriot, you can get into any vehicle on the lot for just 1 penny down. Let me do that again. 1 penny down. And yes, that includes the 1-ton pickups. Not only that, but if you mention this ad, you'll get $2,500 cash. Only at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma, as we have the part of the order, rather the middle of the order coming up for the McAlester Buffaloes, looking for some runs. They scored 9 in the first 3. They have not scored any in the last 2, as they lead by 4, 9-5, as the Warriors have been trying to come back from down 9-1. First pitch to Mullins nearly hits him for ball 1. And you might be wondering why Robertson was taken out, even though he was pitching really well against the Buffaloes. Well, he only threw 31 pitches, and per OSSAA rules, as Hales delivers the 1-0, that'll be a fastball missing outside ball 2. If you throw less than 35 pitches in a day, you don't have to rest. So now Robertson gets to throw against McAlester tomorrow if they decide to use him against the Buffaloes over in Glenpool. The 2-0 misses low and outside to Mullins for ball 3, who has had 5 RBIs in this game on 2 RBI double, 2 RBI single, and then an RBI walk. The 3-0. Be a fastball filling the zone, strike 1. He's had 15 RBIs in the last 8 days. Have yourself a week. The 3-1. Be a line drive, and that will get into the outfield. Trying to scoop it was Robertson over at third. That's why they call it the hot corner. And once again, Gage Mullins is one of the hottest batters in the state of Oklahoma right now. That brings up Caden Lesnow. Lesnow hit one of the hardest hit balls of the game so far today. A line drive right back to the pitcher at the time, Robertson. And Robertson just stuck his glove up there, and the ball found it. Runner at first with nobody out. Buffalo's leading 9-5. As Mullins takes off for second, pitch way up high. The throw down to second is a dart throw. The slide end over to second is not in time, though. So Mullins swipes the second base bag on a first pitch ball way too high. Now in scoring position goes Gage on a great jump. It was a great throw by Nelson, too. Just a better jump there by Mullins and showing off the speed a little bit there for the first baseman. Gets a good lead over at second and the pitch. Lesnow will watch this one miss up and inside for ball 2. Yeah, so not only can Robertson, I believe, he doesn't have to rest at all to pitch tomorrow. So here comes the 2-0 from Hales. It'll fill the zone for strike 1. He can pitch upwards of, 120 pitches tomorrow if he needs to, if he wants to. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hales the delivery. This one will be fouled straight back. And they'll move our count to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes with nobody down and a runner in scoring here for the Buffaloes. Gage Mullins the second here in the bottom of the 6th. McAlester trying to get that run back that they gave up in the top of the 6th inning. So we have Hales coming set, the 2-2. This one will miss down low and inside. The count moves to full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now, again, Dunn won't be able to pitch tomorrow. He threw near 70 pitches, but at 31 pitches during this game, you got to believe that's a big reason why Robertson was pulled from it. The 3-2 will be fouled off and into the McAlester dugout. One guy making a great grab. Can't see his number from here. But the count will stay at full as Lesnow stays alive. Watkins himself has thrown 31, so if he throws over 4 more, they can't pitch him tomorrow. The payoff. We have fastball low and outside, ball 4. So runners at first and second here for the Buffaloes with nobody out brings up Zach Freestad. And as I mentioned, Freestad has just been hitting the cover off the ball as well. He's hit safely in 6 of his last 7. He's 2 for 3 today with a 2 RBI single. And we'll see what the Buffaloes decide to do with runners at first and second and nobody out. Do they let Freestad swing away? Do they try to move the runners in scoring position for Boatwright, who is on deck? He shows bunt. Hales comes set. A little spin move over to second to keep Mullins honest. One guy from McAllister's dugout says he's got a crush on Stacy's mom. That's his walk-up song, by the way. Again, Hales coming set. The pitch. Lesnow tries to get it down, and it'll be fouled off towards the on-deck man, Trent Boatwright, who acted like he was going to Happy Gilmore that ball. He got ready to just drive that one. Well, that is the Masters, right? Coming up this week. Count 0-1. He's just wanting that green jacket. Right now, Freestad's trying to be like Happy and learn to putt, and he'll foul that one off. That'll be strike 2. So now, let's see if they keep the bunt and sign on for Freestad or they let him swing away. You don't normally see it, but like I said, we've seen it so far twice this year. Someone trying to bunt with 2 strikes on him. Count 0-2. Runners at first and second. Hales will come set. Robertson at third goes back. And this pitch will hit Freestad in the back of the head as well on a fastball. Oh, man. We saw in the previous half inning. Oh, it was? I believe it was Bo Hales. He got hit in the back of the head, but it was on a curveball And again, unintentional over to Hales. In the same way when it comes to Freestad, unintentional, it just slipped away from Hales and hit him in the back of the head. So he'll walk his way over to first. Goodness gracious. Can you imagine where we would be if we still played ball like it was in the 1920s and we just wore ball caps? Oh, my goodness. I looked over at Freestad. He looks over at Coach Dixon and says, yeah, I'm good. I could read lips from here. He says, yeah, I'm good. But now the bases are loaded for the McAlester Buffaloes. They were about to send in Jackson Lauerman if he needed him, but Freestad says, I'm good, really. So this bases loaded alert brought to you by Jet Tire Service in friendly Old Town McAlester. They believe that while the Buffs are driving in runs, you should drive into Jet Tire Service for your tire needs. First pitch to Trent Boatwright will be a fastball, catching the outside corner, strike one. Boatwright so far today is 1 for 3. He struck out, grounded to the second baseman, and also hit a single on a bunt. The windup and the 0-1 pitch. Be a hard hit ground ball left side. That one will get into the outfield, scoring 1 run. Les now rounding third. He's going to score. Throw hits the cutoff man. Thrown over to third and getting the runner advancing. They'll throw to second as well, and Boatwright will advance on the throw. Freestad is out trying to get over to third base as the ball hit the cutoff man nicely. And it's going to be out number 1. But the Buffaloes do score 2 runs on the two RBI single by Trent Boatwright. As that makes it 11-5, and those are some nice insurance runs that the Buffaloes are going to get there. That brings up Seth Sam, who's grounded out to the third baseman 3 times today. He's got a runner at second with 1 down. Nice piece of hitting by Boatwright. The first pitch misses way too high and up and inside to Watkins, who nearly hit him in the head as well. So not Seth Sam at the plate, it's Ethan Watkins who came in for Sam and is now pitching. But yeah, we just had Freestad get hit by a pitch in the back of the head, and that one dangerously close to hitting Watkins. And again, I don't think anything is intentional at all. It's just coming off the hand wrong of Hales right now. So runner at third after Boatwright advanced on the wild pitch. The 1-0 will be popped up and out of play towards the Hughes Fieldhouse. That moves the count to even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, 1 down for the Buffaloes. Bottom of the 6th inning. They lead 11-5. Infield comes in on that green infield turf. As Hales comes set, he'll deliver the 1-1. Again, that one hits Watkins on the helmet. On the curveball, it got away from Hales and it hit him on the little ear flap, barely nicked the helmet. So we've seen 3 batters get hit in the head today, 1 of the Warriors and 2 of the Buffaloes. Again, that's another curveball that got away from Hales. And that puts runners at the corners with 1 down. And Braden Phillips is going to come up to the plate. We're going to be having a mound visit as Nelson goes to speak with Hales. 11-5 our score. McAlester is leading by 6. So Watkins looks like he's fine. Again, I could hear it off the field mic that it just kind of nicked the ear flap part of his helmet. So the Buffaloes are leading 11-5, and really, if the Buffs can score 4 more runs, they can bring around 4 more runs, they can end the game here in the 6th and not even go to the 7th. Phillips, the 9-hole batter, steps up. He is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, and he's walked so far today. Hales delivers. Watkins takes off for second. Ground ball at the middle. It'll be fielded by the shortstop. He steps on second for out number 1, or rather out number 2. And again, if it's not double play depth, I think that you end up having a base hit there for Braden Phillips. But he does drive in the run on the RBI fielder's choice. 6 unassisted. There was no play as we had the shortstop Cook and the second baseman Barry kind of run into each other. The coach is having a conversation with the field umpire saying that the runner got in the way of the shortstop there, Cook, to where he could not throw the ball. But as it is right now, that's going to be a run score for the Buffaloes to make the score 12-5, and McAllister's back up by 7. Again, the best inning so far offensively for the Warriors was the top of the 4th where they scored 3. McAllister's gotten those 3 runs back. So now we're going to be having another meeting between the field and home umpires just to see what's going on here. And Leighton Bass is going to, as of right now, step up to the plate. And they're going to keep it the way it is. So Phillips is going to be over at first base with 2 down. In the bottom of the 6th inning, McAlester has scored 3 runs here in the inning. So 12-5, and Bass steps up to the plate. Bass is 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. He has singled, and walked. As he tries going after a bunt attempt here and comes up empty. Strike 1. So if history or the pattern repeats itself, Bass should have a base hit here. Again, he's singled, walked. So he's a runner at first with 2 down. Buffalo's leading by 7 here in the bottom of the 6th. Coming sit Hales. And delivers the 0-1. This will be fouled off the top of the bat. Took a huge cut. It had some English on that ball and rolled over to Dollins on deck. As that moves the count to 0-2. So Bass trying to battle here, trying to give his team some extra insurance runs. The Warriors are down to their final 3 outs when we hit at the top of the 7th. But again, we have seen wild stuff before. You want as many runs as you can before you go into that final inning, that pressure inning, to try to end things here. The 0-2 as Phillips takes off for second. Those will be slapped towards left field, but it's going to go foul. Bass has already had a base hit like that today. Back in his third plate appearance, he had a line drive where he kind of slapped the ball, went the other way. It led to 2 RBIs with the bases loaded. Like I said, after going 1 for 14 with runners and scoring on Saturday against OCS, McAlester has answered back in a big way against 3 high-quality pitchers of the Warriors. Pick up over to first, not in time. And even though they kind of walked some batters here, each one of them brings some solid stuff. They bring good velocity, good off-speed stuff, and McAllister's been able to just drive in those runs. 11 hits for the Buffaloes here today. The 0-2 from Hales. Phillips takes off again, and this one will be fouled off again. And Phillips right now, if you've ever been to a basketball gym, you know what running suicides means. Right now, that's what Phillips is doing. He's just running back and forth. So is he going to take off again, or they're going to let him catch his breath? Count 0-2. Coach Mullins tells Leighton Bass to keep battling, pick off over to first. Phillips slides in safely. Right now they're just trying to wear him out. That's why they threw over to first there, also to keep the runner honest after he tried taking second on the last couple of pitches. The 0-2. Phillips takes off again. This will be a pop-up left field. Tracking it down as the left fielder, but he's not going to reach it in time. That's going to roll all the way near the bullpen again. O'Brien, again, is in left field. O'Brien started the game over at third base, but after Robertson came off the mound and moved to third, it moved O'Brien from third base to left. Count is still 0-2 here on Leighton Bass, who, like I said, even when he does strike out, and even if he does here in this at-bat, he's a tough out. Just an excellent feel for the zone and good bat speed, reacts well. 3 against number 3 here. The 0-2, Phillips does not take off, and once again we have a pop-up that nearly hit the light. We almost had a Natural moment. Christy, you ever seen the movie The Natural? Such a good movie. It nearly knocked out the light there. The count stays at 0-2. Another foul ball by Leighton Bass. The pitch, Phillips takes off for second, is low and outside. The throw down to second is in time for out number 3. So the second time today, Nelson guns down a runner over at second base as Phillips started getting into scoring position, but the Buffaloes do score 3 runs and get some big insurance runs as they lead by 7 now, 12-5 going into the final inning of play here on KNED.
Best Western Inn of McAlester. Traveling through McAlester or need accommodations for out-of-town guests? Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are both locally owned by the Freestead family for many years. Both offer comfort and convenience at affordable prices. Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are located on the 69 Bypass in McAlester.
B&B Outdoor Innovations, LLC is licensed to do weed control and fertilization. We can also clean out your flower beds and plant new flowers plus other landscaping needs. Plus trim your trees and check your drainage systems to stay ahead of the spring storms. We offer commercial and residential services. Public service pros and military get a 10% discount. See us on Facebook and at bnboutdoorinnovations.com. We are insured and a first responder owned and operated business. Call 918-730-1594. We sell firewood.
So Ethan Watkins trying to close things down here for the McAlester Buffaloes. They lead 12-5 after getting 3 big runs in the bottom of the 6th inning as we head to the top of the 7th. McAlester leading 12-5. The Warriors have had 5 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Your McAlester Buffaloes 12 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. So for the Warriors, they're going to be having the near middle of the lineup, 5, 6, 7-hole batters. Braden Cook so far is 0 for 2. Matt Winters is 0 for 1, and Easton Coleman is 0 for 1 as well. We've had, between the 3 of these batters, 4 free passes, 3 walks, and a hit by pitch. Cook 0 for 2. Here's the first pitch to him. To start off the 7th, there'll be a fastball missing above the letters. The Curse of Glenpool script for ball 1. I believe that says Glenpool, doesn't it? Across the jersey, or does that say Warriors? Warriors, so Curse of Warriors script across the chest. Here comes the 1-0. This one will fill the zone. Oh, they're going to say it misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Had to be inside. It was above the knees and definitely below the letters, right at the belt level. Count 2-0. Watkins comes set and delivers the 2-0. This one will catch the corner. Strike 1. Again, we don't have the best of views from the inside to the outside part of the plate, but we can tell between letters and knees. Wind has completely died down over here in McAlester, Oklahoma. Old Glory not flying, resting still on the flagpole. The 2-1 will be fouled almost back into the glove of Gillespie, fouls off of the glove, and then moves the count to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Getting the first batter out of the last inning is always a huge step to dictating how maybe this inning would go. As here comes the 2-2. It'll be a high hit fly ball carrying towards deep left field, and that's going to bounce to the wall. Prather's going to grab it near the warning track and get it in, and that'll be a leadoff double for the second baseman, Braden Cook. And if we're mentioning how this inning's going to go, hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. The Buffaloes have a comfortable lead right now of 7 runs, 12-5, but they want to make sure that they don't let Glenpool stick around right now. That brings up Matt Winters, who actually we have a pinch hitter now. I'll get your name here in just a moment. As Watkins delivers the first pitch to the new batter, a righty, as it'll miss upstairs above eye level for ball 1 as we have Gillespie go speak with Watkins. So the new batter for the Warriors, it looks like it's number 18. Bo Gilbert? No, number 16. It's still Braden Nelson, but we're down at the 6-hole batter. How is that Nelson? That can't be Nelson. What number do you see right there on the batter? Is that 15? It looks like 15 to me. I thought it was 18 at first, but it looks like it might be. Who knows? We'll see here in a second. I can't tell right now, but it's not 16. We're at the 6-hole batter right now, and 18 and 16 are both at the top of the order, back-to-back at 2nd and 3rd in the lineup. The 1-0's a pop-up, sky-high center field. It'll take a long time to come back down to earth. Baskets underneath it, makes the catch, and that will be out number 1. So that is number 16, but we have 2 number 16s. That wasn't Braden Nelson up at the plate. So now we have number 34. As number 34, he's going to be a pinch hitter as well. Again, how are we up at that part of the lineup? Did I miss something? I thought Braden Cook just hit that ball earlier. So we're at to Jake Robertson as he hits a pop-up right field. Freestad is underneath it. He will make the catch for out number 2. I feel like we're skipping around the lineup. That's number 10 at second base, correct?
Now batting is shortstop, Braden
Or was that Gilbert? Did I mess something up? I think I'm completely wrong. Okay, yeah, Gilbert was the one that hit the double. That's number 18. I'm having a hard time seeing the numbers from the front side of things. So then we had a fly out to center and then a fly out to right. So that was Braden Nelson that did fly out to center and then Jake Robertson that flew out to right. My apologies. First pitch to the new batter is going to be a chopper left side. Dawlins fields it, throws over to first. Not in time. There'll be an infield single by number 10 this time, Braden Cook. And that put runners at the corners with 2 down. So just to recap, I had the wrong number for Gilbert. I thought we were at the middle of the order. Gilbert doubled. Braden Nelson flew out to center. Jake Robertson flew out to right. And Braden Cook just hit the infield single. My apologies. Wasn't looking at the right number on the front of the jersey as we had all those righties come up. Now we have the lefty, Matt Winters. Here's the first pitch to him, and he'll miss outside for ball 1. So he's got runners at the corners with 2 down, top of the 7th inning. Buffaloes are leading by 7, 12-5, and the Warriors down to their final out. Winters is so far 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a fly out to left field. The 1-0 from Watkins. Will be a big cut from Winters, comes up empty, strike 1. Count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. Seven-run lead. Watkins comes set. The 1-1. Going to be a softly hit ground ball to the second baseman, Boatwright. This should do it. Throws over to first in time for out number 3. And your McAlester Buffaloes are still undefeated in district play, looking for the sweep tomorrow at 4 against the Warriors. They win this one against the blue and gray, 12-5. Ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. 12-5 our score, as McAlester takes game 1 of this district series. We'll take a break and we'll have some post-game stats when we return right here on KNED.
The Tax Time Savings Event is going on now at Vickers Furniture. Make your tax refund go farther at Vickers. A sofa, love seat, and recliner combo is only $13.28. A dining room set reduced to only $6.88. Save money on all Serta mattresses. Don't forget, 18 months zero interest financing is available. The Tax Time Savings Event at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on, we can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
I was looking for a bank that actually cared about me, had checking, savings, and loan options that catered to my needs, and was locally owned, because I'm all about keeping my money in our town. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in banking options. The Bank NA, strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Fenton Nissan of McAlester, our commitment to service and customer satisfaction is still as strong today as it was in 1950. Over 60 years in the auto industry, and we still believe there is nothing better than best. The best product and the best deal. It's not about how many vehicles we can sell or service. It's about being passionate about customer service and helping others. We're willing to go that extra mile every time, and we love talking with people from all walks of life who have different interests, needs, and expectations. Come see us at 1441 South George Nye Expressway in McAlester.
HL Sports Shop. 20,000 square feet of name brand sporting equipment and clothing. Whatever you need for the great outdoors, we have it. Check out our selection of clothing for men, women, and children. From name brands like North Face and Under Armour, we have all the fishing, archery, and gun supplies you'll ever need. HL Sports Shop is a proud sponsor of Buffalo baseball. Yes, the great outdoors begins at HL Sports Shop, located at 603 Village Boulevard in McAlester.
First Family Federal Credit Union. Savings for all seasons. From the traditional savings account to IRAs, CDs, and money market accounts. We have everything to help you plan for your future. Visit your nearest location or go online at firstfamilyfcu.com for more information. Federally insured by NCUA, First Family Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. Mike Deek Field is Brandon Green. This is Brandon Green. Has brought you McAlester Baseball Day today. I kind of forgot some words there. Again, I always talk to somebody after a game, and I said, hey, if I've called 7 innings, especially if I've called 2 7-inning games, today was just one. If you catch me after I call a 7-inning game or just any game in general, football, basketball, baseball, you get sometimes a good 7 innings out of me or a whole good broadcast out of me. And then after it's done, there's nothing up there. There's nothing upstairs. It's all gone. I start to sound like the Cookie Monster. Why say lot word when few word do trick? Anyway, let's go ahead and let's look at our post-game stats. As your McAlester Buffaloes ended up taking the win 12-5 over the Glenpool Warriors. A big district win as McAlester stays undefeated in district play and still right at the top of the standings at 7-0. And they'll try to go for their 4th sweep of the year when it comes to district play against the Warriors tomorrow over in Glenpool. That game at 4 o'clock. We'll talk a little bit about that after we get done with some of our post-game stats. But some quick words that I have on the broadcast or really on the game. McAlester, as I mentioned back on Saturday, struggled when it came to batters getting hits with runners in scoring position. They went 1 for 14. They had an opening at bat with runners in scoring, and they had a hit off that. So that's an RBI single. After that, McAlester went 0 for 13. So they ended their day 1 for 14 with runners in scoring. Today, they completely changed it all around. They came in with a great approach at the plate, line drives, didn't have a ton of pop-ups, put the ball in play, and against a Warrior defense that didn't allow any errors, McAlester just hit the ball hard, and they were able to find spots in the outfield, and they were able to drive in runs. Again, it was really 1 through 9, and McAlester drove in runs, and they were able to get 9 runs in the first 3 innings. They kind of, again, slowed down a little bit in the middle innings, but again, scored 3 more and a big 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning, because if they didn't score those 3 runs, the Warriors put runners at first and third, and if you're looking at it, the batter that would have been on deck would have been the tying run at the time. So McAlester was able to get those runs. But really what I was impressed with when it came to McAlester, again, was their ability to score with runners in scoring position, get hits and extend innings and have those timely hits. So you've been waiting for them to bust out like that and have them get those major hits because McAlster's been winning games. They've been winning some close games. They've played 9 games decided by 3 runs or less, and they haven't scored a lot of. They haven't had a lot of games where they scored over 10 runs, and if they did, they were against teams that you're not going to make a deep run into the playoffs. And when it comes to Glenpool, they have a pretty good pitching staff. I mean, they faced 3 pitchers that brought quality stuff, higher velocity, good off speed. Tommy Dunn, Jake Robertson, Bo Hales. And they were still able to get those timely hits and drive them into the outfield. So that is an encouraging sign, especially as you're getting into the month of April when you're facing your toughest opponents in the month of April. McAlster's faced the bottom of 5A3 so far. They faced Durant, swept them. Midwest City, swept them. Will Rogers, swept them. And now Glenpool, they've won the first game. Those are all at the bottom half of 5A3. They still have Shawnee, who's at the top, Bishop Kelly at the top, Sepulveda at the top, and still one more game against Glenpool, who, like we mentioned, has a really good pitching staff. So it's good to be able to see them get those base hits against pitchers that are throwing a little bit higher velocity and delivering good off-speed pitches. To see them be able to get hits like that is an encouraging sign into the month of April, where last year McAlester really hit their stride offensively, looking to do the same thing again this year in 2022. Now let's look at our post-game stats, brought to you by Consignment Exchange on Highway 69 South of McAlester. They'll save you hundreds on new beds, see them for new and gently used furniture, plus U-Haul rentals and storage units. Visit them at consignmentexchange.com. Let's start with the visiting team, the Glenpool Warriors. They dropped to 5-14 on the season and 0-6 in district play. 1 through 9 looked like this. Tommy Dunn went 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs off a double. Bo Gilbert went 1 for 4. Braden Nelson 0 for 3. Jake Robertson 1 for 4. Braden Cook 1 for 3. Matt Winters 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Easton Coleman went 0 for 1 with an RBI off of a sac fly. He also had a walk in today's game. Bo Hales went 1 for 2 with an RBI single, and Caden O'Brien went 1 for 3. The offense of the Warriors had 6 hits between the pitching staff, Tommy Dunn, Jake Robertson, and Bo Hales. They struck out 7 McAlester batters, but they ended up giving up 10 free passes to McAlester in the form of walks or hit by pitches. Again, the defense of the Warriors clean today, no errors. For your McAlester Buffaloes 1 through 9, as they improved to 11-9 on the year and a perfect 7-0 in district play. They looked like this. Leighton Bass went 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, off of a 2 RBI single with the bases loaded and a couple of walks. Gage Dollins went 2 for 2 with a couple of extra base hits, a double and a triple. He was also hit by a pitch and walked. Ethan Gillespie went 0 for 3. Gage Mullins had a completely awesome day like he's been having for the last couple of weeks now. 3 for 3 with 5 RBIs. He now has 15 RBIs in his last 8 games. Have yourself 8-day, 8-day stretch. It's been awesome. He had an RBI walk. He had a 2 RBI double, 2 RBI single, then another single. Caden Less now went 0 for 3. Zach Freestad 2 for 3, another guy that's hitting the ball really well as of late. Had 2 RBIs on the opening RBI single that put McAlester up early 3-0. Trent Boatwright had the final 2 RBIs of the day for the Buffaloes on a 2 RBI single in the 6th inning. He went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Seth Sam went 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts over to third. Ethan Watkins pinch hit for him in the final inning, and he had 1 plate appearance that was hit by pitch. And Braden Phillips went 0 for 3 with an RBI on an RBI groundout in the bottom of the 6th inning as well. So your McAlester Buffaloes win 12-5, and they play again tomorrow at Glenpool. That game will be broadcasted but radio only. So if you want to keep up with McAlester and how they finish off the district series with the Glenpool Warriors, make sure that you tune in 4 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be going on just a tad bit earlier than that for a pregame. Again, that'll be 4 o'clock over in Glenpool, radio only, KNED 1150 AM, 98.3 FM locally here in McAlester, or you can listen anywhere in the world at the McAlester Radio KNED app. Just type in KNED wherever you get your apps. You'll find the blue logo. Download it. You can listen to us anytime, anywhere. And also you can listen by going to our website, McAlsterRadio.com, and clicking on the KNED tab under stations. Again, some more scheduling changes. We did not have a game on Thursday. McAlester will not play Eufaula on Thursday as it was scheduled. That game, I believe, has just been canceled. I don't think it's been moved. So our next game that we play after tomorrow will be Saturday, still over in Noble, as we'll play Noble and Deer Creek. Don't know which team we play first, but our times are at 11 a.m. and 1. So McAlester will play the first 2 games of that day on Saturday. Then next week we had some changes. McAlester still traveling to Bishop Kelly on Monday as of right now, depending on weather, and back home against the Comets on Tuesday. Still on Thursday, I believe we are still going to Muskogee to take on the Roughers. But then on Friday, now, as of what I've been told, we are going to be hosting Red Oak next Friday. So that's been the change that we have in the next couple of weeks when it comes to our schedule. Again, to make sure that you are following us on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio to keep up with McAlster's schedule changes and broadcasting changes as we go along. But anyway, final score here tonight, 12-5. We'd like to thank our sponsors, First Realty, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Freedom Ford, Best Western American, B&B Outdoor Innovations, LLC, Vigorous Furniture, OK Tire and Auto, The Bank & A, Fenton Nissan, HL's Sports Shop, First Family Federal Credit Union, and Whitetail Properties, Sean Wilkerson, agent. Thank you to our senior board operator, Austin Wheat, who ran the board back over at the McAlester Radio Studios. And, of course, as always, the excellent Christy Carr on the video board here today that helped us out on the YouTube side of things. So, until tomorrow when your McAlester Buffaloes look for the sweep against the Glenpool Warriors in Glenpool at 4 o'clock, this has been Brandon Green calling McAlester baseball as they win 12-5 in 7 innings over the Warriors. Until tomorrow, guys, don't just have a great day. Have a Buffalo day, everybody. Yes.